Yes, good evening and welcome to the Federation Cup Final 2021. Tonight, it's the big game, it's the big dance. And tonight's game sees Adelaide Olympic hosting Adelaide City for the right to hold up the trophy of the Federation Cup. It is the final 2021. We're live from the Velo Football Centre. Tonight's match is proudly presented by the Velo, proudly presented by Osco, I should say, the official modular facilities partner of Football SA. Yes, it's very climatic. We are here doing the Federation Cup Final 2021. Welcome to our viewers through Facebook Live and through YouTube Live. Good to have your company. Adelaide Olympic hosting Adelaide City, and we're live from the Velo Football Centre. The Federation Cup Final 2021 is proudly presented by Osco. Osco is the official modular facilities partner of Football SA. You can visit Osco to see some of their work. Go to osco.com.au/sports facilities to see how Osco is changing the game. And I can tell you that they've built the Adelaide United change rooms at Playford, and they are also building the new Eastern United change rooms. That's a work in progress, but the Adelaide United change rooms, they are done and dusted at Playford. Good to have your company. In commentary tonight is Paul Pellizzari. Yours truly. Alongside me is Mr. Rob Peppicelli. Good evening, Rob.
Yeah, good evening, Paul. Good evening to the viewers that will be watching this Federation Cup Grand Final. It's going to be a magnificent night. Adelaide Olympic up against Adelaide City. They played against each other 2 years ago when the Federation Cup Final was on before, and that was at Highmarsh Stadium. So that is going to be a great game tonight.
And joining us, boundary side, who's really lifted the standard of our boundary riders, and we'll explain why a bit later on. It's a very good evening to Robbie DeTroyer. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, boys, and thanks again. What a beautiful night. Weather holds out, looks good. The pitch looks in fantastic condition, so it should be a start of a great contest. Absolutely.
A lot of pressure on both teams. Of course, they are both through to the FFA Cup qualifiers, Robbie, so that's a little bit of pressure off, but still, how important is it to win that cup at the end of this game? Robbie, you're Rob.
Okay.
Very important. I mean, they've obviously both teams are qualified, as you said, to the FFA Cup and go into that first round, but here's a chance for both clubs to grab some silverware. Especially, Adelaide City are in good form. They're top of the league and may have an opportunity to do the double Olympic, the bottom end of the table, and may be able to grab something out of this season.
And not forgetting, Olympic are the current holders of the Federation Cup because we didn't have it last year due to COVID, but 2019 they defeated Adelaide City 3-2.
No, that's right. So we're in for a good contest, and I'm sure they'll give both teams give it a good run and a good preparation for going into the next round of the FFA Cup.
And Adelaide City had Joe Gauchi in goals, the Gouch, back then, and they also had Fabio Ferreira playing.
That's a big
He scored the 2 goals.
Okay, let's have a look at the run of Olympic, their journey to the final, Rob and Robbie, or Robbie, you can't see this, but Rob, you can. Let's talk us through their run.
Well, the round of 64, they had a bye. Round of 32, they won 1-0 against Adelaide Uni. Adelaide Uni, 3rd division side.
So you expect that, wouldn't you?
1-0 just to win there. Anyhow, round of 16, 3-1 against Fulham United. They're in 3rd division as well. State League 2 that we call them. And in the quarterfinals, 2-0 win over Croydon Kings, and a great win, which was a great game a couple of weeks ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago. 1-0 over Campbelltown City.
But Robbie DeTroyer, just that coincides with the form increase from Olympic. They did start the season pretty ordinarily, but they have been coming good. And those narrow victories against lower opposition was sort of expected back then, but now they've hit their peak, would you say?
Exactly. So they drew last week with Cumberland, but I believe missed a penalty within the last 5 minutes. Correct. To win it 2-1. Drew the week before when they were up against Raiders. So they, as I said, they're at probably the bottom end of the table, but tonight gives them a bit of an incentive which could change it around approaching the second half of the season.
Okay, let's have a listen to what Fausto Erba, the captain of Adelaide Olympic, had to say.
Final. We are excited because like 2 years ago we come to this game like after a win. So yeah, we want to confirm what we did last time.
And how confident are you and the team? You've played good football the last few weeks in the NPL.
Yeah, we are pretty confident after 11 games without losing. I know it will be a tough game against City. They always tough to play against them, but we are pretty confident, yeah.
And you're obviously no Federation Cup last year, but you are the holders still. How proud will you be to lift the trophy?
Yeah, it will be really exciting, but especially for the president and the club, because I know they want to win all the time.
What are Adelaide City's threats? Where are they most dangerous?
I think they're a good team, very good team in every part of the pitch. They have good quality, especially in the midfield with Nicolas and Costa. Yeah, but we are there. Like.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So Adelaide Olympics' journey, as we said, their form just started coming good. Adelaide City, let's have a look at their journey to get them, that got them here, and talk us through those, Robbie.
So once again, Adelaide City, the round of 64 had the bye. Round of 32, a 3-2 win over Adelaide Hills Hawks, they're a State League 1. Round of 16 against White City, a good tussle, because White City are top of the table in State League 1, so 3-2 over White City. Against Sturt Lions, 4-2 winners. Sturt Lions in the NPL semi-finals, and that was a great game too. Great bit of play by Adelaide City. One of their best games I've seen them play. 2-0 result over Metro Stars.
So, Robbie, they've always pretty much been in good form this season under Paul Pezos. No surprises with that. Maybe Adelaide Hills scrapping through 3-2, and White City. Do you drop mentally for those games or what?
No, not really. I mean, they've stuck a pretty good focus on that, and Paul's brought in the continuation of what Damien Murray's done and Michael Petrosiani. So, you know, sitting top of the league, a chance to probably do the double, because they're going to play finals football and, you know, proceed again to the next major round. So tonight, you know, I saw them last week against Campbelltown, and they were quite impressive. So he's done fantastic since he's come on board, Paul Pezos, and obviously the professional amongst the culture of the club.
Certainly has. Let's have a listen to the captain of Adelaide City, Nicholas Bucco, what he had to say.
So Nick, another Federation Cup final for City. How are you and the boys feeling heading into the final?
Yeah, feeling good. Obviously, we've had a bit of time since the semi-final with focuses on the league, so it's sort of crept up upon us and got the cup draw tonight. So we haven't really been discussing it or thinking about it too much. But I think once the Campbelltown game ends on Saturday, all our focus will be on Wednesday night, and we're really excited to be hopefully getting our hands on a trophy.
You're looking to taking your good form in the league into the, I know cup football, anything can happen, but you boys are on a good run in the league, hoping to take that into Wednesday night. Definitely. That's why it's so important Saturday night to get 3 points as well, just to maintain our momentum in the league, and then hopefully bring that confidence into the cup game. But like you said, cup football, anything can happen. So we know Olympic have been superb lately and had a great week, great result on the weekend. So we know it's going to be no easy task to come up against them on this pitch that they play on most weeks. So yeah, we know we're going to be up against it, but we're really excited and looking forward to it. And obviously no Federation Cup last year due to COVID, but it's a repeat of the year before. Looking for a bit of revenge? Definitely, yeah, especially myself. I wasn't involved in that one through an injury. So, and having lost my previous two cup finals since our last win in 2014, really excited to hopefully make amends, and just, yeah, really looking forward to hopefully bringing home another trophy to the club. What do you think Olympics' biggest threats are? Apart from Falster? I think that from what I've seen and what we played against this year, I think defensively they're very well organised. We found it very difficult to break them down, and I think their midfield, they've got some good quality players. The brothers, the Konstantopoulos brothers and Cliff, they're very solid through there, and obviously with Falster and Christos up front, they pose different threats. Both in the air and in behind. So, yeah, there are a lot of things to look out for, but we'll just focus on ourselves and ensure that we bring our best quality football, and hopefully that's enough. And at the end of the qualifying final or the semi-final, you guys paid tribute to the late Zeppi. Yep. I presume you'll be playing for him in the final?
Yeah, not just for the final. I think for the remainder of the season, we've put ourselves in a position to be able to win as many trophies as we can this year, and that will definitely be on top of at the back of our minds, I should say. Zeppi always is, and he was always at the forefront of the dressing room with the boys post game, even pre-game. So, yeah, look, we miss him dearly, and we're definitely going to be looking to get the best results this year for him.
Cool.
So they're the two journeys that have brought us to this point, the Adelaide Olympic journey, the Adelaide City journey. We will now go through the team lineups of the Federation Cup Final 2021. And Olympic class the home team tonight, so we'll go through the Olympic team first. And in goals is Lewis Moss. Wearing number 3 tonight is Paul Wilson. Wearing number 4 is Bankert Abdia. Wearing number 5 is Michael Chittadini. Wearing number 6 is Kristen Konstantopoulos. Wearing number 8 is Jason Konstantopoulos. Number 9 is Christos Ponendis. Number 10 is Hirofumi Kochi. The captain of Adelaide Olympic wears the number 14, Fausto Erba. Number 20, Clifford Maina. Number 24, Panagiotis Manidakis. And the reserves for Adelaide Olympic tonight is number 2, Samuel Dew. Number 7, Jacob Jones. 11, Tito Bontor. Number 12, Costa Stiladis. Number 25, Alexander Simopoulos. Number 44, Ionis Simosis. And the reserve keeper for Adelaide Olympic is Joshua Kavanagh.
And have a guess how many players played 2 years ago. 2 players only played 2 years ago. Christos Ponendis and Ionis Simosis. Fausto Erba was injured, did not play 2 years ago in the 2019 Grand Final. And the other player to play for Olympic 2 years ago, guys, was Matt Halliday, who's playing for Adelaide City tonight.
That's an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah.
So Adelaide City lineup, guys. In goals, we have Alexander Woodlands, he's number 1. The captain for tonight's game is Matt Halliday, he's number 4. Number 6 is Bradley Corbo. Number 10, Nicholas Booker. He's been on fire, Robbie, hasn't he?
He definitely
Some
has.
Of the goals that I've seen, he's been unbelievable.
He's playing well and scoring, so creating opportunities for the club and scoring as well. So he's really on fire this year, and I reckon he'll poll quite well in the Melton Medal.
I agree with that. Number 13, Lachlan Barr. Number 14, Aladen Edabona. Number 17, Thomas Brown. He was another player that was in contention but didn't make the squad 2 years ago for Olympic, but he's playing tonight. 23 is Jai King Byrne. Number 20 is Austin Aobi. 45, Marcus Orchard. 77, Asad Kusumovic. That's the lineup. On the bench is number 7, Nicholas Harpers. 8, Joseph Costa. 9, Luca Chigwuba. 16, Jonathan Dorigo. 35, Matthew Mayo. And 28, the reserve goalkeeper, Sebastian Scousi. The officials for tonight's big clash. It is Daniel Goodwin is the referee, Andrew Kite is assistant, Henry Day, Jaden's got it on the board as well, is the other assistant, and the fourth official is Curtis Wordsworth.
Well, these two teams match up pretty well over the past. I know Rob doesn't like the history too much, but if you
I've
want
got a bit of history too.
All right, let's go with your history.
You want to go with my history?
You always shoot mine down
in the Federation Cup, Robbie.
Yep.
In the Federation Cup, Olympic have always beaten Adelaide City in the Federation Cup final.
How many times have they played?
Twice.
Okay.
I'm going against that tonight.
Twice. In 2004, they defeated Adelaide City 1-0, and 2019, they defeated Adelaide City 3-2. In the other stat, Adelaide City have played 25 times in the grand final, 17 wins, 8 losses. And the big stat was in 69, 70, 71, 72, and 73, they did it 5 times in a row, Adelaide City / Juventus.
How's the irony? Doesn't like my going back in history, but he's gone back to the
so with
dinosaur
these
era.
stats, Olympics should win tonight.
Great facts there, Robbo.
Well, I'll give you something that'll probably sway you the other way.
Can I say thanks to Dimitri by that?
Absolutely.
By the way.
Teams making their way out onto the park, as you can see on screen, but just a little bit of recent history, Robbie. Adelaide City, top of the table. They've won 3 of their last 5. And poor old Olympic, as you said, at the wrong end of the table in 9th, they've only won 1 of their last 5. But interestingly, Robbie Detroit, is the meetings against each other. Olympic earlier this year drew with Adelaide City here. Last year, Olympic beat Adelaide City 2-1. And last year, Adelaide City beat Olympic 1-0. So there's not much recently between these two teams.
No, that's right. So we're in for a great contest tonight. So even though I'll go towards Adelaide City's way, it may even go to extra time and penalties.
Wow. Well, the weather's been kind to us, so it wouldn't be the worst thing on earth, but not a good way to win, as we saw during the week, winning in penalties. It's nerve-wracking for both sets of supporters, I would imagine. So there are your teams on screen. Adelaide City in their traditional black and white stripes tonight with their black shorts. And of course, so we just got the dignitaries that are going to go meet the players. But Adelaide Olympic on left of screen, where they're all blue tops, blue shorts, blue socks, in a good vein of form at the moment, sort of. Olympic, they drew with Cumberland, Robbie Detroit. They beat Comets 3-0. That was a great scalp. They lost to Metro Stars 2-0, and in the Cup, obviously they beat Campbelltown 1-0. But before that, a 3-3 draw with Croatia Raiders.
Good to see both teams wearing their home strips too.
100%.
The colours are different.
Well, there's no.
How many times they do that? I don't know why they do that.
And there's no clash with the colours, I think. So we've got the blue there for the Olympic and black and white.
But they do intend to wear away strips in other matches.
A lot better like this. Adelaide City's recent form, they beat Campbelltown 2-1, drew with Croydon 1-1, beat the Panthers 3-0, beat Metro Stars 2-0. That was in the Cup. They beat Cumberland 5-0, and their last loss was to the Comets back in June 2-0. So on what you've heard, Robbie, you're still obviously sticking with the form team, top of the table with 24 points. But, as you said, they could have had a win on the weekend, which would have brought them to 17. But unfortunately, the table doesn't lie. They've only got 15 points, but one win in the last 5, Rob, for Olympic. That sort of goes against them in my view.
Their cup form's been good. I like their game against, was it Campbelltown they won? Or Metros, was it?
Who's that?
Olympic had Campbelltown, they won 1-0.
Campbelltown, that's right, 1-0. So I like their game against former premiers in Campbelltown. So I'll give them a sniff tonight. I'll give them a good chance.
So is that your tip?
I reckon I will go further. And don't forget, they don't lose many games here. You tell me the last time they've lost a game here.
So will you answer his question? Is that your tip?
That's my tip. The Olympic will win.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the
Okay, we are going to have the national anthem, so we'll just stand by for that. And hopefully our ambient mic will get that. Well, just a beautiful moment there. Don't know if you saw the Euro final. Some baboons happened to boo the Italian national anthem. There's always a peanut in the crowd, but there seem to be quite a few peanuts, unfortunately, at Wembley.
Especially after the game too, I heard.
And before the game, breaking through the turnstiles. Some people just can't help themselves.
So there's always that 1%.
It puts the country in jeopardy to hold tournaments there. It's really not a good look. And if they haven't learned from past proceedings, then maybe we did evolve from the apes.
So you got my tip. Olympic, I think, will win tonight's game. Robbie?
Okay, I'm going Adelaide City.
Yeah, I'm going Adelaide City. Olympic, just a little bit hot and cold for me. If it's the hot Olympic, this will go to the wire. But if it's not the hot Olympic, this will be Adelaide City reasonably easy. And I'm only going on recent form. And winning form is good form. 3 in the last 5 for Adelaide City compared to Olympic, 1 in the last 5. And Olympic just a little bit hot and cold. There's 2 minutes. There's a D, a WL, then a WDD. Just a little bit hot and cold Olympic. Their form running into this game.
3-0 win against Comets is a great result.
That is the only standout of the thing.
And remember, was that a home game? I reckon that was at this ground.
That was a home game, yep. 3-0. That's what I'm saying. If you get the hot Olympic tonight.
Home game, they won 1-0. And they draw. They haven't lost many home games. So.
Well, I can tell you, Robbie, against Adelaide City at home, they've played 7 times. They've won 2, drawn 3 and lost 2. So that stat against Adelaide City doesn't hold too strong.
Adelaide City are running hot and favourites to win the premiership this season and favourites to win probably tonight as well. I think they were $1.90 compared to Olympic in the $2.90 mark.
That $2.90, yeah. So we're just about in readiness for the Federation Cup Grand Final 2021. Didn't have it last year, so the current holders are playing tonight. Adelaide Olympic, will they keep the trophy? Is it coming home or is it going Rome, Robbie Detroit?
I think it's, yeah, you might as well say that, eh? It's Adelaide City being an Italian-backed club, so it's going, my opinion is going out that towards Oakton. So, but who's to know? Be a great contest, and both clubs a chance to get some silverware. But I'm just going on form at the moment. 100%.
Just about in readiness, Robbie Detroit, our boundary rider tonight. Adelaide City will be kicking to right of screen in their black and white striped outfits, and Olympic kicking to left of screen in the all blue strip. And referee Goodwin about to get us underway. No breeze out there, Robbie. It's really calmed down, thank goodness, here in Adelaide, South Australia.
No, it's fantastic actually. If the rain stays away, it'll be perfect. I won't need this umbrella. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get a few people offside if it goes up.
They've got a few strike force, haven't they, Olympic? Erba, Ponendas,
Constantopoulos.
And also got the player on the bench that could come on, Samosas.
Oh, yeah.
That can score.
I think he's the one that missed the penalty last week, Robbie.
Yes, that's right. They could have given the 3 points.
So they go on the way. Olympic with the ball. One of the Constantopoulos, Jason, goes backwards. Adia. Manadakis, he played well in that cup final semi-final against Campbelltown a few weeks ago. Blocker Wilson, Adia, Manadakis. So Olympic with the ball, they go into attack. In the way of the defence, Lachlan Barr sends it over the sideline. Be a throw in to Adelaide City.
So Adelaide City grandstand side. No breeze advantage to either team. Nice still conditions. A throw in there. Who's 17, Rob? That's not on my team sheet.
That'll be Thomas Brown, I reckon.
Yeah, you're right.
I've got Thomas Brown here.
Yeah, but 5 was on the referee's team sheet, which I got.
Oh, they did it wrong again.
Of course.
I left it at 17.
Well done.
Anyhow, it's Olympic with the ball. They're going into attack. He's a former Olympic player too, isn't he?
That's right.
Thomas Brown.
Came across. He was under the George Sonis when George Sonis was coaching Olympic.
He played with the Raiders last year.
And moved on to Adelaide City this year with the appointment of Pezos.
So from the throw-in, Orchard to take it again. Take 2. Far side of the ground. Good crowd here tonight for the Federation Cup Final 2021 as Adelaide City try to push forward through Ida Borna. And we know his golf celebrations come second to none just about.
While the ball's out of play, you're right. The crowd's pretty good tonight. The fencing's quite full and the grandstand looks quite from the opposite side where I am.
Those of you watching through Facebook Live and YouTube Live, welcome along. Hope you're enjoying it.
You can comment as well on Facebook Live as well. It's on the Football South Australian Facebook page.
Kristen Constantopoulos now goes wide to the far side. Koch under a little bit of pressure. Does play the ball upfield for Erba. Didn't hit its target. Halliday hot on his hammer. Erba did well to keep control. Turns under pressure coming from Corbo, and that'll be an Olympic throw-in on the far side of the ground. It'll be taken by Kochi.
So Kochi on the far side for Olympic. Goes backwards. Goes to Wilson. Wilson in trouble. Blocker blocks it to Adia. Looking for the player there. Austin Ayobi. First time I've seen this player, Ayobi. Goes down the line. They do square it, only as far as Adelaide City play there. As they do try and switch it. Adelaide City with the ball through Matt Halliday, the captain. Played at Olympic last season.
I reckon that was Corbo that cleared that, Rob.
Goes in over the sideline. Olympic with the throw. I think it's Ponendas on that far side. That is Booker, is it?
Yep.
Booker with the ball. He loves to run with it. He's got it, but in the way, Adia. He's got the ball, goes short. They do clear it, Adelaide Olympic, through Maina. Or Maina.
It was Ayubi, number 20. Oh, no, you're right, sorry. 20 is Adelaide City.
Good run by Nick Bucco here on the left-hand side, just in front on the outer side.
Loves a big occasion, doesn't he, Robbie Detroit?
Yeah.
Has Orchard
and been in form.
Absolutely. So Penendus under a little bit of pressure, headed it to no one in particular. In fact, he's coach's bench. They obviously can't touch it. So Orchard from the throw-in. Under pressure now is the Olympic goal, as applying the pressure there was 42, but again, I don't have a 42 on here, Rob.
Who for?
City.
You have a look, mate.
I thought they got fined if this umpire or the referees...
Yeah, there's no 42.
There's no 42. Maybe Robbie Detroit can find out who 42 is for us. As Nicholas Booker now with the right foot in, swinger for City. It's cleared by Penendus doing the defending. Adba couldn't control it. Comes eventually to Corbo, who hacks it just back into the box to no one in particular, and that's gone out of play.
Where is 42? Because I normally recognise him.
Just in front of us here with a beard. Nice haircut.
Who's 42? He's not on the team sheet on this one.
He's got a...
For City. Yeah.
That's not Boffer, is it? No. He's not playing, is it?
Anyway, Robbie Detroit's on the case, as we can hear, as Adelaide Olympic now clear their back lines. Although
It's Kasumovic is up there. He's got it now.
Kasumovic
For
with the
Adelaide
ball.
City.
Good turn. Shoots. And I reckon they took a deflection, but the referee is given... Oh, no, he's given the goal kick, and the crowd aren't happy with that. I reckon I heard a deflection. Let's watch on replay. You probably won't pick it up on replay, in fairness, Kasumovic, but that took a nick.
That's Marcus Orchard.
No, Orchard is on the other side with 45.
It's Austin Newby, number 42. That we've got down as number 20 on our sheet.
That's what's on the team sheet.
Well, let's find him $100 and we'll put that on the bar at the end of the game. How's that? Can we do that? Find him $100 and we'll put it on the bar?
Yeah, Rob still owes me a hot chocolate from 3 weeks ago.
And you were kind enough to buy us around tonight. Thank you, Robbie Detroit, as Adelaide Olympic on the charge, but they've turned it over. There's our man that we're talking about, Ayubi. Comes grandstand side. Adelaide City in possession just for us. Anita Bono, that was a very optimistic ball. Put Brown under big pressure. He's not Superman, so that's gone out of play. So we've gone almost 6 minutes here in the first half at the Velo Football Centre. Federation Cup Grand Final 2021, Olympic nil, Adelaide City nil.
So it goes into defence. Abdia goes to Manidakis, who played well, as I said before, in the Cup semi-final. Trying to find Erba. That goes over the sideline. It will be a throw-in. Manidakis to take it. Left side of the park, goes down the line, finds the head of Jason Konstantopoulos, and that goes over the goal line for a goal kick.
Paul Pezos coaching Adelaide City. Made his name at West Adelaide, of course, but was a great City defender back in the day. And George Konstantopoulos made his name at West Adelaide, Hellas, against Adelaide City back in the old NSL day. So there's some pedigree on those benches there, Robbie Detroit.
No, that's right. And Paul Pezos would have been part of the successful Damien Murray era and since he's taken over coaching, has been quite successful as well.
Yes.
I wonder who influenced him the most.
Goes in, Olympic, Jason Konstantopoulos looking for Manidakis, who go to Abdia. He's got blocker Wilson square, but decides to go to the keeper. Lewis Moss, up in the air it goes. Tussling in the middle of the park, Lachlan Barr and Penendus. Bucco with the ball.
It's the first foul of the night.
So it'll be a free kick.
Let's have a look at this on replay.
Definitely
Sliding
free.
challenge there by Penendus. So first one against Adelaide Olympic. I reckon that's the first foul of the night. Jaden, our statistician tonight. There you go. Free kicks conceded. Olympic 1, Adelaide City 0. Not like your scorer last week, Robert, the Raiders game. What did he go home and thought it was it at 2-1?
He went home, yeah.
Oh, well. We won't take credit for that because that was definitely not credit. Jaden wasn't there.
Jay Burn King scored a goal last week for Adelaide City.
Oh, nice turn.
Good turn there by Corbo. Left side of the park it goes.
It's Orchard.
Is that Orchard playing in the fullback?
Yep.
Does play up front. Fullback position goes to short to Halliday, Captain Halliday.
Good sprint.
I want to go down the line in the way it's Wilson.
Gee, he made Wilson play it, didn't he, Robbie Detroit?
Yeah, that's right. Made him, be a bit honest in there and closed him down and forced him to play.
So it goes down the line.
It's a foul. Pushing the back against Penendus.
So they go short. Wilson to Abdia. Manidakis, left side of the park. Not a good ball in the way. Thomas Brown. Adelaide City.
Oof.
Lachlan Barr goes all the way back to the keeper. What was the all about?
Well, that was a fairly hard back pass to an open goal.
Easy. Over the sideline on the far side. There'll be a throw in to Olympic. Be taken here by Hirofumi Kuchi.
Konstantopoulos in the middle of the park. Played it back to Kochi, who turned it over cheaply, but fortuitously Olympic get it back. Penendus under pressure. They win out in numbers on the far side. Now Olympic get the ball into the middle. Could be too deep. It went out of play, and it was Chittadini who got that ball across, but it went behind the goal, and that'll be a goal kick. Just watching on replay.
Good build up there by Olympic, but I think the final ball could have been a lot better from Chittadini, knowing what he's capable of. So, because he had numbers in the box there.
So a goal kick will be taken here by Alexander Woodlands. Right side of the park. Up went Manidakis. Referee waves play on. That could have been a free kick as well.
Bit of holding.
Yep. But, play on. Abdia. Manidakis. Goes to Captain Erba. Tries to turn, but Ayobi wins it. Does well. He's got a chance, squares it. Goes to Booker. Likes him that distance. And keeper had to get down. It got down well. Lewis Moss gets it out to Abdia.
Just watching on replay, Ayubi did do very well to get that across, and you would have put your money on Booker shooting. He likes that distance. He lined it up and,
scored a few from a distance this year, actually. Even one last week.
Didn't connect like he would have liked, though.
So Abdia goes short to Manidakis. He goes into attack, looking for Jason Konstantopoulos. In the way, Lachlan Barr, doing a little bit dangerously, but they're okay. Up went Abdia. Ends up with Kuzumovic. Ayobi. Goes short to Brown. Centre of the ground it goes. Bradley Corbo.
Ooh.
Ends up with Irabona. Could crack it. Miskicked it, or the player just ran him down, didn't he?
Is that a foul? Yeah, he did clip his heel. Let's see if we can pick that up on replay, but I reckon there was a bit of a clip of heel. Was this a foul? Just watching on replay. He was ready to pull the trigger, and...
Was it a tackle from behind? Did he close him from behind?
Yeah, he was closing.
Or did he get the ball?
Nah,
I just put him off balance.
Just put him off balance. Okay. I think it's okay. I think the refereeing in the Euros was exceptional, the way they were laying on. As it goes in on the left side of the park. Orchard got it to Booker. Good switch to Brown. Right hand side. Goes in board. Burn King goes short back to Brown. Brown goes for a gallop. Goes short trying to find Irabona.
Well, that's dangerous.
Irabona's got a chance.
Oh, there it is.
Keeper comes down. He's a goal. Goal to Kuzumovic. Or was that a free
I think
kick?
he's called a foul on the keeper.
I think you're right, Robbie Detroit. It is a foul on the keeper.
And he's hurt himself too, Irabona.
Yeah, well, that was,
Yeah.
let's see if we can see this on replay. That was a hard challenge. But he had every right to go for the ball. Just watching this, the back pass by Kochi. Irabona's eyes lit up, had to go for it, but so did the keeper, in fairness. Keeper's a little bit protected species. Just if we could see that again. This is the close-up. It's a 50-50, but you can't go in with your feet. Let's have a look.
Yeah, his feet lunged out.
His feet did lunge, and to the letter of the law, under VAR, we've decided that that is a free kick.
So was there?
Yes, it was there. Joy turned to despair pretty quickly for the Adelaide City faithful. But more importantly, Irabona's all right, because you wouldn't want to play like that injured this early in the game.
Good run by the fullback Brown. They're coming through the middle to slip it through.
So Olympic go into attack in the way of the defence. Matt Halliday, the captain. Over the sideline it goes. Throw into Olympic. Beautiful Mikuchi goes to Wilson. Adia. Manidarkas, how many times has that happened so far? It's about the 6th time. Goes short. Good turn there by Jason Konstantopoulos. Tried to get it towards Maina. He goes inboard. Trying to get to it, the other Konstantopoulos. Irabona's got it. Kusumovic turns.
He'll shoot.
Can shoot. Blocked there by Jason Konstantopoulos. Also there was Kristen Konstantopoulos, but it's gone on the far side. That was Orchard. Halliday. Lachlan Barr. Burn King. That's
Couple
a
of
bit
good
of a
passages of play here,
Ayobi.
passing from City at the moment, just keeping possession.
Corbo goes to
Hang on.
Orchard.
Got a cheerio for you, Rob, in a moment. Has Olympic cleared the danger?
Far side.
The regional
Watching
girls.
the NPL Cup final.
Yeah, regional girls SA camp watching the NPL Cup final.
Big hello to the girls.
Westminster High School.
Beautiful.
G'day, girls.
Who are they going for?
Yes, it's a good question.
Adelaide City or Olympic?
As Orchard now clears the ball for Adelaide City far
I'll
side.
put my
of the
money
ground.
on Adelaide City for some reason. Don't know why.
Oh, they are the favourites, Rob, at $1.90. Or they Olympic.
No, I'm saying they are
Oh,
barracking for Adelaide City.
yeah, because they're the favourites, I'm saying.
Why is that why?
Yeah.
Don't even pick the favourites.
Westminster girls have to be intelligent, mate. Catholic school, if I'm not mistaken. So throw in now. Kochi to take it for Olympic, goes short. Maina back to Kochi, goes back. Mr. Wilson comes back inboard to Dia. Oh, Manny Darkus was being tracked, so he had to go back to his keeper. That's a beautiful clearance by Moss, well over the halfway line. Chittadini was the target. Corbo maybe wins the throw-in, does win the throw-in. So throw into Adelaide City.
Go with the throw. Looking for Kuzumovic. But defence, Wilson was there. Kuchi goes into attack. They're not going into attack well, aren't they? Olympic just going in too long, not finding the feet. Adelaide City do come away with it. Kuzumovic goes down. Blocker Wilson.
Yeah, foul behind the
Watch
striker,
replay.
Kazimanic.
So good one, just
Yeah.
having a chat with him.
Clip from behind by Blocker Wilson. Definite free kick, but good to see the player back on his feet. Foul's conceded. Will come up shortly for you. There you go, 2 apiece. Great work, Jaden Betterman. And he just betters the broadcast, doesn't he really, Rob?
He's a better man than us.
That's easy done. So from the clearance now, Adelaide City on the charge. Iraborna now. Angle could be against him. Needs to cut it back. Does get the cut back. Who's there to meet it? Flying high.
Kuzumovic.
Flying high. And he's hurt himself. Or a few afters in that. Kasumovic will see him fly. Iraborna taking it to the byline. I didn't see the afters. Hopefully we'll pick it up on replay. Here comes the cut back. Kasumovic flying. Awkwardly fell into the defender. There's nothing wrong with that. And then, there you go. Then the defender just had a little bit of head off me type action, really. Nothing in that. So, bit of bite in the game, Robbie, to try. We needed that.
No, that's right. And I didn't see what the after when Lewis Moss challenged was it Nick or something. But in saying that Irabona, the number 14 for City, the games I've seen Adelaide City, he's been playing wide out right. But he's been quite useful up front. Pezos has done a good change there, or in the sense he's been a nuisance up front. He's quick and troubling the back three.
Good player. So Lewis Moss been busy, the busiest of both keepers so far.
Olympic just breaking down in their front third.
Oh, yeah, they're just going too long, aren't they?
Christos Benitez and Fausto really haven't had much decent service within the first 20-odd minutes.
I think they've got to use the Konstantopoulos boys a little bit more in the middle of the park.
So Moss over the halfway line it goes. Good jump there by Barr. Here goes again, Irabona. He's
Got
causing
2 on
havoc.
him.
And again, Moss has to clear it.
How good's that boot? Oh, Moss.
Big long clearance in the way. Once again, Lachlan Barr goes out to Ayobi. Ayobi goes in all the way to keeper in Woodlands. Goes to Orchard. Marcus Orchard finding Nicholas Boko. He does the pirouette. Goes short to Orchard. Irabona up in the air it goes. Maina was there. Good header there by Burn King. Ends up with Fust or Edda, but the captain just can't quite get into it.
Gee, nice.
Burn King again. Tussling there. Ends up with Jason Constantopoulos. I think Kristen needs to get more into this game.
Being held, well picked up by the referee. That was a really quick free kick if you see on replay. Just a quick arm here from Corbo. There it was. If you blinked, you would have missed it, but the referee didn't. So a legitimate free kick. Well picked up by referee Goodwin. So free kick to Olympic. Quickly taken by Abdia. Goes back to Wilson. Goes wide to Kochi. Kochi tries to take on Booker, but couldn't. So he has to go backwards. Abdia now just tacks it forward. Not a great ball. Penendez. Chests it down. Constantopoulos off the side of the boot. That's the Kristen type. Booker has the ball and Adelaide City should clear.
So Booker just dancing with the ball at the moment.
Being held too.
Held that up well.
Yep. So free kick.
Just watching on replay. Kochi just held his arm there right in front of the referee. It's an easy one to give. And given.
So Adelaide City just goes back to Woodlands. They do switch play. And as far as Manadakis, he went straight to Ayobi. Ayobi, good little player.
He's good too. I like the look of this.
Good
Nice
skills.
touches, yeah.
Goes short. They go Matt Halliday, the captain, to Orchard. Marcus Orchard. Tussling
steal.
there with
Chittadini.
Chittadini. Yep. Over the sideline it goes. It'll be a throw into Olympic. Taken here by Kuchi. Goes back to Blocker Wilson. Abdia. Ooh, decides to go to keeper, didn't go to
Again, a bit
Manadakis.
short sometimes with those
Yeah.
balls.
Clearance, big clearance there by Lewis Moss over the sideline for a throw in to Adelaide City.
Again, closing him down, forcing the turnover. So
They're a bit light with those back passes, Robbie Detroit. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So far, they've got away with it as Kochi's dumped after proceedings. Penendez is dumped during proceedings and gets the free kick. Corbo the culprit on this occasion. So free kick to Olympic. You see on screen there, pretty obvious. Clip of the heels, it was Matty Halliday the culprit. My apologies to Corbo. So I
agree with David Martin. He says Lachlan Barr, solid, complicated, uncomplicated defender. Keeps it simple, a good pairing with Halliday. He's a solid, he's a better stopper, isn't he, compared to what they had him played last year.
I think anyone next to Halliday would look good because Matty Halliday's just brilliant.
Lachlan Barr's just as good.
Constantopoulos now tried a 1-2 with his brother. Gets it, centres it, but needs support. He's got a wall of black and white shirts. Booker tries to come away with it, eventually does, but he's backtracking a little bit. Does the old pirouette, as Robbie would say. Halliday now goes out to Orchard on the far side, who goes long. Asking a lot of Kasumovic, but it was Irabona more the one you have to keep your eye on. Lurking just behind the two, and almost got there. And, well, Moss had no option but to go for the safety of the line.
He comes out to the line, doesn't he?
Reads it well. Reads it
Lewis
very
Moss,
well.
Very good goalkeeper.
So Orchard from the throw-in. Sees back from Bulkor. Cleared momentarily. They've turned it over. Olympic will come again. Constantopoulos goes back to Abdia. Comes to Manidakis. Back to Abdia under pressure. Clears up the line. Cheap turnover. Corbo goes forward. Kasumovic. Bulkor. Wilson in the way. Corbo under it with Constantopoulos. And Olympic come away with the ball.
So Chittadini tried to get it towards Edinburgh there on the far side, but it's come unstuck once again. Adelaide City holding strong. A player, Maina. Referee sees an infringement. Goes to Olympic.
tackle from behind again.
Switching on replay, yep. Pushed him. Definite free kick. Can't complain too much about that.
It'll be Olympic with a free kick. Kristen Constantopoulos, Manidakis. Wilson will go up.
Olympic bench getting quite vocal, boys.
I was going to say they're not agreeing with some of the. Although they've got this decision.
Anyhow, Manidakis will chip it up. Wilson's up there, blocker Wilson. Also Penendez, but in the way it's Lachlan Barr. They go in. Still Olympic trying to get it in. Chittadini try to go short, but it's coming away. It's Jai King Byrne. Left side of the park it goes. And over the sideline it goes for an Olympic throw.
Rob, is Wilson's nickname your view of it, Blocker Wilson, or is that just something that you've made up?
We've nicknamed him Blocker.
With you.
From the cricket player,
yes.
And now the umpire.
Well, same name, Paul.
Yeah.
So it's not original.
He loves the name.
So now the ball with Constantopoulos, who gets a little bit of a nudge in the back. Jai King Byrne dispossesses him. Itaborna has the ball, finds Booker short. Oh, Booker slips at the crucial moment. Maina says thank you very much. An Olympic come away with the ball through Constantopoulos, one way then the other. Almost got held by Corbo. That's a free, at least on the second. Could have been the first holding. No complaints with that. Watch this on replay. There's your first foul by Corbo. Here comes a second. Bang. A lot of complaining on that side by the sounds of it, Robbie, but nothing to complain about by watching the replay.
So they go into attack. They just can't get the ball into a good position.
And Adelaide City are closing the opposition down quite well too, forcing the turnovers.
Well. So it goes
forcing
out Olympic.
long balls.
Gucci. Chittadini was there. Also Kristen Constantopoulos. But Adelaide City holding supreme.
Gee, they work it out beautifully.
Jai King Byrne. They've got a good system. Goes to Ayobi. Goes in board. Jai King Byrne again. Looks comfortable in that midfield, doesn't he? Booker goes out.
He's got a bit of space there.
Cuts it back. Still got the ball in play. Cuts it back now.
Offside.
No one there.
The linesman had his flag up, but the
referee has waved it on. Well, he hasn't waved. He's just ignored the referee's assistant.
Yeah, so what if they happen to score from that? If they happen to score in that second lead up, what would have happened?
We'll have to go to the VAR. I don't know.
This could be your first offside position as Orchard took it to the byline. Oh, that's the foul, sorry. So foul to Olympic. Wilson back inboard to Abdia. Manidakis next in the line. He looks up, goes with the left foot. In between the player, everybody did well to get his head on it. Constantopoulos had his brother short, but comes inboard to Maina. Maina further short again in the centre of the park. Wilson goes to the far side to Kochi. Kochi looks up, goes long into the box. Erbazer, but a little bit too heavy for him, and that's out for a goal kick.
the idea was Erba made a diagonal run across in between the defender and the keeper, but just that final ball.
Yeah, Chantel Rose Halliday says go Adelaide City for Zep.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, sad passing of Zep.
So Olympic on the charge. It could have almost been a foul. That's handball, surely. Accidental, says Chittadini, but nevertheless.
He was an icon for Adelaide City.
He was. NSL days right through to now.
Yep. So our condolences to the family. I'm sure Adelaide City are playing for him as well tonight.
Well, I think that's what Nicky Booker was saying. As Itaborna now in the middle of the park for Adelaide City. Ball went behind him, but still did well to keep possession of it. Goes short. Jai King Byrne thought about the shot. Goes short. Here's a chance now. Kasumovic shoots and good save.
Great save
by the keeper.
It was on target in that corner, and Lewis got down quite well.
You bet. Watch this on replay. Jai King Byrne hit a Itaborna short, but saw the gap, so he went through to Kasumovic. Kasumovic from distance.
Quick corner taken.
And a great save just watching on replay. Back to the live play. Itaborna gets a head on it. Cleared eventually by Manidakis on the far side. Jai King Byrne down to Booker. Couldn't control it. Gives it away to Chittadini, and Olympic are away.
So Chittadini with the ball.
Good
does
move.
A bit of a dance. Got past, but just couldn't keep it quite in.
Needed more line. Like that dance.
These two players, Kasumovic and Ayobi, Robbie.
Yeah.
Where do they come from? Juniors?
Kasumovic came from West Adelaide.
Okay.
And
Ayobi
I reckon this is his first year at Adelaide City.
Ayobi, was he a product of Adelaide United Youth?
I'm not 100% sure there,
Just
Rob.
rings a bell.
Yeah, I may find that out before we finish this game.
Okay, mate.
Ball in the middle of the park, free kick to Adelaide Olympic. See that?
They're good players, that's why. They
Absolutely.
look quite good.
Just watching on the replay there. Bit untidy in the middle of the park. Both players went down, but the referee sees fit to give the free to Olympic. Free kick count will come up shortly. It's mounting.
Tony Vello, Robbie Detroit, found yourself a new job in media. Love your technical analysis. As
Olympic with the ball. He's good, Robbie Detroit, isn't he? Set a high standard with the rain. Nicholas Booker, he's got a high standard as well.
Was that your brother-in-law, was it?
No, probably realise I can't coach, so I might as well do this.
I've got disco lights happening here.
My eyes aren't that good in the dark, Rob. As Manny Darkus clears the ball almost to the halfway line. Corbo got a head on it. So did Brown, but it's going to trickle through to the keeper.
There we go.
What?
Quick reply from Barney Smith. Ayobi's from Burks.
Thanks, Barney.
It's okay. He's Chairman Adnan's son. Oh,
Okay.
Amin's son.
Who?
That's who I remember. Amin, the chairman of
West.
Burkalla.
Okay, right.
That's his son.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's probably watching. Or he's probably here watching himself.
Adelaide City now through Orchard on the far side. Did well to keep it in. Kasumovic again. Is he going to line up? He does. Shoots, and this time it's charged down against Abdivia's back. But Brown will send it back in. In fact, goes short to Yubi. But it's going to be clear. But momentarily, it's going to come back at him. Nice running through ball four. Itabona gets the cut back. But Olympic had it covered through Woodlands.
Gee, they're dominating at the moment, Adelaide City.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. It's been all Adelaide City. As they go, Corbo, Chittadini. Orchard was there. Chittadini, is it Chittadini?
Constantopoulos.
That's Constantopoulos. But well robbed there by
It's
Corbo.
offside.
It's offside
Yep.
by a country mile.
Robbie Detroit, if they're going to do those long balls to Edinburgh Punendas to try and get Adelaide City on the break, surely there's got to be one of the Constantopoulos boys ready to pick up the crumbs close
Definitely, because the back four of Adelaide City are just quite comfortable at the moment. You know what I mean? Led by Halliday and Orchard here on the left-hand side
100%.
in front of me, just picking up anything. So something, you know, whether they get in at half-time and change it around, there's still quarter of an hour to go before Adelaide City punish them. But then again, as we know in this game, we can have the possession, all the play, and the opposition can get one on the attack.
Well, the most
Matty.
important... Go on, sorry, Rob.
No, Matty Dorber on the Facebook page. Austin been playing in Cyprus the last 4 months.
Yeah.
And he's a CBC boy. Obviously, Matty Dorber playing for... Well, he's injured at the moment for Metro Stars.
The most important stat is the scoreboard, and at the moment it's 0-0. So both teams with a chance, as Halliday doing the defending for Adelaide City. And that's a corner kick to Olympic, and let's see if this is their first of the night.
Adam Howard from... all the way from Japan. Let's go City.
That's the World Wide Web, mate. Let's see if we got that corner stat. Jaden, our statistician tonight.
Is that Olympics first?
I reckon it is. We'll just get
That's why
confirmation.
there's no stat. It's the first one.
Oh, let's see, but
It goes on that far side, so Olympic will take their corner kick.
yes, it is their
It'll be a
first.
right-footed outswinger. Inside the box there, it's headed out though.
Good header clearance.
It's Brown.
Yeah, Thomas Brown, only as far as Kuchi, switch flanks. Gets it in again. Up went Captain Halliday. Edinburgh was there.
Constantopoulos. Is it a bit dark down that end, Rob, in your
And
view?
it goes, which side? Yeah,
Left.
yeah, it is a bit dark. As Moss does clear it. Lachlan Barr, centre of the ground it is. They go short. Manidakis. Goes to Jason Constantopoulos. Chittadini's trying to go short to Kristen Constantopoulos.
Still
Chittadini.
through.
Is he gone through? No, he hasn't.
Gee, lucky Orchard.
Orchard was there, and Adelaide City go up in the air. Kusumovic trying to control it all the way back to Lewis Moss.
That's all you need is that moment of magic, Robbie Detroit. This dominance by Adelaide City, but they got nothing to show on the scoreboard. And a
Free kick there, silly free kick to give away.
It was. So 0-0, while it's 0-0, anyone's in the hunt for this game. It is the Federation Cup Final 2021. Good to have your company through Facebook Live or YouTube Live. There's a chance for Kasumovic, offside flag up. And the crowd not too happy with that decision, but that flag did go up very quickly.
Again, Irabona involved. Little touch there for Kuzmanovic. But offside, but it was good little touch there by the youngster.
And credit to Abdia playing the ball, not the whistle, just in case that flag didn't go up, where I think Blocker Wilson just stopped in his tracks.
Stefan Glusovic also on the Facebook page. Too cold to be at the game. Good commentating as usual, boys. Marcus Guglioni, can you wish my mate Johnny Sins a happy 30th birthday? Well, happy birthday. Go
well
City.
Well done to Stefan last week.
Yeah, he did a good job, mate.
Absolutely,
Well done, mate.
yeah. His dad tried to get a bit of the limelight near the end, I saw, but well done, Stefan.
Last minute
Call-up.
call-up.
Did very
a great
well as a
job,
last-minute call-up. As now Adelaide Olympic on the charge, 0-0. Are they starting to come into it? They're having a better period this last 5, let's say. 34 gone in the first half. Abdia now. Manny Darkus wide in front of the grandstand, dispossessed. Did a Bono 50-50 hospital ball, but a nice clean tackle in the end.
That was a solid tackle, wasn't it?
It was, but fair.
Yep.
Woodlands clears. Sorry, it's Moss that clears. Offside flag up there. Edba coming from an offside position. And that'll be a relieving free kick to Adelaide City.
Little Johnny Munker.
Oh, the
Remember
poor
Johnny Munker?
pirate.
This game needs a goal.
Oh, understatement of the year,
We
Johnny.
need you in there, Johnny. Good little play he was.
Poor Adelaide legend,
He's a
wasn't
great character too.
Yeah.
he? Imagine him as a boundary
He was
rider.
so
Rob.
unlucky when he was coaching. Remember that year?
Hey,
He got his team promoted and then they got demoted because they changed the system.
see the Bourne, that's right, I do remember that. Bulko, who's gone relatively quiet of late, but he just needs a moment of magic. Brown brought it down to feet. Maina turns it over cheaply. Jai King back to Brown. Brown under a little bit of pressure, so he goes back to Halliday. Halliday near the halfway line for Adelaide City. This is a better spell by Olympic now. Better pressing as Penendus goes the press, but a long ball, forcing Adelaide City now into the long ball. Wilson does the tidying up for Olympic. Edba, not a good ball for him. Halliday ate it up. Plays it to Booker, who's been held. Did a Cellini there a little bit, didn't he? With that pull of the shirt as it's quickly taken.
Oh, free kick, that's in
Kasumovic.
the back, wasn't it? Oh.
Nah,
No flags, no whistle, no
I
nothing.
don't think he touched him.
So watch that ploy tonight, boys. Adelaide City obviously going the quick free kick. There it was, quickly taken.
Nick having a word to the fourth official here.
Kasumovic
Curtis.
was onside, Robbie.
Oh, we're talking about pushing the back.
No, pushing the back. That looked pretty fair on the replay.
Anyhow, Jai King-Byrne, he's another player. Where's he come from too?
This is dangerous.
That's
Wow.
okay. Lewis Moss has got it covered. Jai King-Byrne, Robbie, where's he come from?
I reckon he's
He's another.
Adelaide. I think he came from. Is he an Adelaide United? Came from the Adelaide
Yeah,
NPL
I
team.
reckon you're right there.
He's putting you under
Pezos has
pressure
picked up
tonight.
these players.
Don't forget, bearing in mind, Paul Pezos had the Adelaide United youth
true.
team.
Exactly.
Good point.
Both NPL.
No,
for
definitely
a couple of
came.
years.
Yeah, you're right. Adelaide United.
Orchard gets it into the box. Ayubi lurking, back post, has to take it wide and out of the danger area, or they try to come back into the box. He's dispossessed. Sliding challenge, had to be careful. Constantopoulos tussling. Adelaide City went out in numbers. Jai King-Byrne, pirouette. Goes short. Ayubi, good, almost a good back turn. King-Byrne into Bulko. Bulko goes wide to Orchard. Kochi applies some pressure. Orchard one way, then the other. Kochi gets his body in front of the ball. Good
Got
possession.
a throw in from him.
He did, Orchard. Kochi gave it up a bit easy. Slip there. It's come through in the end. Maina had to be awkward in the clearance. Orchard down to Bulko. Nice through ball, but Kochi should do the tidying up for Olympic. Does so. And good sustained pressure by City. Now the pendulum has swung. Bulko from the throw-in. Back to Orchard. Onside. Gets the ball into the box. Kasumovic has felled. Nothing in that.
No.
Went down like Sterling.
We've got a lot of comments going like crazy.
Raheem Sterling, he was best player on the ground in that cup final, wasn't he? Or was he looking for a role as Superman, all that diving? As
Cheap
now,
turnover.
Jai
there too.
King-Byrne with the ball. There they go. Goes to Booker.
This
Here
is
comes
dangerous.
trouble. Here comes trouble.
Oh, good
Great
save.
save again. Man of the match. Give it to him so far.
absolutely.
To the keeper in Lewis Moss.
And watching on the replay, started from the halfway line, a turnover, and good vision too. And it was Bulko who licks his lips in those situations, and Moss equal to the task. And that's a corner, Adelaide City. Bar going up for the corner, plenty of black and white shirts near post. Penendus couldn't beat him. And that'll be a throw into Adelaide City. 3 corners to Adelaide City, 1 to Olympic. Jaden, our statistician tonight, Jaden Betterman.
Just look like a well-oiled team at the moment, Adelaide City.
Olympic had a 5-minute spurt there, Robbie Detroit, but they've gone back into their slumber.
Yeah, that's right. And as Rob Pep just said, Adelaide City just well drilled, and that's why. And it shows with their results in the league and in the cup. But you know they got to capitalise on this as well.
As it goes in, gee, I would have put my money on Booker scoring then, but got it on target, didn't he? It was a great save by Lewis Moss.
That's, as he said, I think that's 2 goal-bound saves.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I think it's got to be something special to beat Lewis Moss. Look at him, 6 foot
Big
plus
boy, isn't he?
yeah.
Very casual. Just
Yeah.
to me, he's a casual player.
So was Robbie
Great
Zabeka.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah, he was a great goal.
And a left footer.
There you
Goes
go.
in, headed out there by Maina. Captain Halliday, up in the air it goes. In the way, Adia. Jason Constantopoulos. Joburn King, he's impressed me tonight. As it goes out, Jason Constantopoulos. Got it out
Good vision.
to Kuchimama on the far side. Loves to run.
Wasn't that a Blue Eagles nickname back in the day?
Yeah, he's played for that many teams.
Yeah, he has actually. Been at Parry Hills, White City.
Campbelltown.
From my memory, Campbelltown.
Yeah.
Gets around more than Rob.
As it goes in,
Constantopoulos.
Constantopoulos, Maina.
Not to get you into trouble.
No, never.
You're a nice married man, settled
Yes.
down.
That's when I was a youngster. As it goes in, Adia. Going into attack. Just hasn't clicked up front. Chidadini's worked hard. They do clear it. Kuzumovic was there, but in the way it was Blocker Wilson. Maina does well, goes with a 1. I thought it was going to be a 1-2.
Same here.
Should have been a 1-2, but went 1 backwards. Instead of 1-2, as Kuchi. Looking for Ponendez. Is that Chidadini does a pirouette?
That was a good turn.
And a
and
shot.
I reckon that's their first on target.
Yeah. Into the arms of the keeper.
Didn't have any power, albeit, as Chidadini on replay. Turn on a sixpence. No power in
He's a
that,
good
so
player.
easy in the end for Woodlands. I'll tell you what, George Constantopoulos, the coach of Olympic, would be happy with the two coaches going in at half-time if the score stays like this, Robbie Detroit.
Exactly, yeah. And he's been the most vocal out of the two at the moment too. So, but you know, we've almost played 41 minutes and it's 0-0, so they'll be happy to go in 0-0 unless they jag one towards the end.
How's that clearance as Constantopoulos?
It's AFL football day.
Yeah, for Olympic now gets the ball into
Good
the hot
ball
spot.
in.
Outback got his head on it, but over the bar, off balance. Not great service to the strikers tonight.
Just a quick mention, guys. Lachlan Fusco. Hey, guys, can you wish my nonno Elmo Caruso a happy 94th birthday?
Wow, that's fantastic.
Bet, have, and more life. Anyhow, happy birthday to Nonno Caruso.
So Orchard now up the line. That could have been offside
touch.
there. Referee's assistant well off the pace as Kasumovic one way, then the other. Maina's
done
turned
well
inside out. Shoots, had to be saved by Moss. It's come loose. So Yubi hits it back and it's still on target by, well, off target I should say, by Joe King-Byrne. Didn't upset the keeper there. Looks like it might have landed awkward from this save here that you're about to see on replay. Great save by Moss. No, he looked all right there. Where did he hurt himself? Joe King-Byrne with the shot. Got up a bit gingerly, but he's all right now.
And Stephen Stephanopoulos watching from up in Cairns. Good luck to Olympic. Missing SA football. Would have my flask full of whiskey on this cold night.
Could still have a flask full of whiskey up there in Cairns.
Be nice weather in Cairns.
Maybe he
Be
needs
warm.
a cold beer
Be
up there,
warm,
yeah. Booker from the clearance. Wilson. Kasumovic being a nuisance up front for Adelaide City.
Rene Vassallo, come on, Adelaide City FC. So it is on the far side, Olympic with the ball. Kuchi. Down the line he goes. Jason Constantopoulos. Captain
That's
Ediba.
better.
Chidadini. Likes to run on it, but in the way it's Brown. Thomas Brown sends it over the sideline for a throw-in.
Yeah, Adelaide City, Pezos won't be too happy, thinking how we're going in at half-time 0-0, but that's the game of soccer.
But he'd be pleased the way they play and going about it. So
Yeah, but he'd be disappointed that it's not showing on the scoreboard, as that's an easy take for Woodlands in the end as we approach.
Olympic always dangerous too at the end.
Gone over 43 minutes in this first half. It's the Federation Cup Grand Final here in South Australia. Both these two teams are through to the FFA Cup. As now Ayubi gets the ball into the middle. Abdia got his boot on it. Punendas having trouble controlling it, getting held.
Yep,
Should win the
free
free does. Some protesting by Ayubi, but you'll see on replay that's definitely a free kick. Fouls conceded. Adelaide City 9, Olympic 6. I'm surprised by that stat.
Abdia.
Free kicks conceded, 9 by City, 6 by Olympic.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know, I thought it would have been the other way around with the possession that Adelaide City have had.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
They go into attack.
I trust Jaden.
If you can't trust Jaden, you can't trust anyone.
Oh, that's right.
As it goes there.
I don't trust your scorer from last week, that's for sure.
Somovich.
Went home after the 80th minute mark.
Everyone's going crazy on this
Facebook. It's good.
Joe Thomas, hey lads, would really appreciate if you could wish another granddad, Gary Winthorpe, a very happy 80th birthday.
Jay King-Byrne with the clearance. Wilson under a little bit of pressure. Jay King-Byrne and Wilson just having a bit of tennis between the two of them. Now Kochi for Olympic, 44 and a bit gone in the first half. Federation Cup Grand Final. Nice little touch there by Chittadini. He's under pressure though. Did well to keep possession. No, he's lost possession. Adelaide City come away with it now. Ida Bonner, he's got some skill.
This is 2v2 if he...
Ida Bonner one way then the other from distance. Will he have a crack? No one in support wide now. He's going to have to go to Booker. Booker gets it laid off for him. Booker goes back to J. King-Byrne. Inboard. Ayubi back to King-Byrne. Booker, it's turned over. Here comes Olympic.
So Olympic with the ball. Jason Constantopoulos, right-hand side of the park. They go into attack. Chittadini, he's been their best forward, but it's blocked there by, I think it's Captain Halliday there.
Yep.
Goes out. Ayobi
2 minutes stoppage time as well, the fourth official.
goes out.
Beautiful work.
Goes short to Booker. Booker, watch him take on all the team. No, decides to go short. Ayobi try to get it, but it's come off Olympic. So Olympic clear it to the dangerous Chittadini, but we're well read there by Captain Halliday. Supreme.
Oh,
A supreme player. Best stopper in South Australia. It's cut out and Olympic have the ball.
Maina now finds Penendas. Penendas playing a bit deeper and Chittadini going in a more attacking role and probably giving him a bit more up front too. As Kochi now, we've played almost a minute of extra time in this first half. Maina now for Olympic. Can they steal an unlikely lead before half time? Abdia now back in the centre circle. 1 minute to go to create something. Wilson, or are they just happy to see it through to half time? Kochi up the line. Constantopoulos, but Orchard got the big boot on it. That's still in as Wilson hacks it forward. Chittadini lays it off. Edba with a shot and didn't have the power he would have liked, and an easy save in the end.
Nice touch there by Chittadini.
Gee, this is their best movement. Nice little touch by Chittadini. He's given him something. I think he and Penendas have swapped.
Yes.
And he's ignited the fire up front.
So Gucci goes short. Abdia. Punendas. Some little signs at the Olympic. Just starting to get some movement.
A bit like their season. They're going in spurts at the moment.
Manidakis ends up with Edabona. Kuzumovic couldn't get there. In the arms of Lewis Mars, and that's half time here at the Velo Football Centre. They go in at 0-0, Adelaide City and Olympic.
Well, you've got to say that was Adelaide City's half. There were moments of potential for Adelaide Olympic. Who are you going to have a chat to, Robbie?
Just bear with me.
Sure. This could be the quickest we see Robbie Detroit move. He's going to have to, no, he's calling the play back, so he doesn't want to run. We'll go down to our boundary rider, Robbie Detroit, with Nicholas Buckle.
I've got Nick here, lads. Nick, just quite on that first half, I thought Adelaide City were well organised, structured, pressed quite well. Just disappointed didn't take the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I think we're the only team really creating. They've had a couple of shots on target, I think, just from long ball and flick. So we've got to be wary of that. That's the danger. So, yeah, I think we're playing well. Just got to score.
And a couple of shots even by yourself that Lewis Moss has taken and palmed away for a corner. Instructions from Pez that go at Olympic straight from the kickoff?
Yeah, 100%. Just put them under immense pressure and try and win the ball high and see if we can score a goal early. But we'll try and do it in the second half now.
There you go. All the best.
Thanks.
Okay, well, that's Nicholas Booker there for Adelaide City. Well done, Robbie Detroit, our boundary rider. Some Facebook comment, Rob?
Yeah, Luca Pukitis watching from Melbourne. Come on, Adelaide City. Marcus Orchard is an absolute weapon. Hey, Lodge, done that one and done that one. That's all good.
Okay, we'll have a look at some halftime stats before we go to the break, Robbie.
Okay, looking at the halftime stats. Olympic with shots 2 and Adelaide City 4. Shots on target 2 apiece. Corners 3 to Adelaide City, 1 to Olympic. Free kicks conceded 6 Olympic, 9 Adelaide City. Offsides 2 for Adelaide City. No yellow cards and no red cards.
How did you see that first half, Robbie? Detroit?
Oh, as I said from the beginning, I thought LA City were in total control. Olympic would be quite content coming in at a 0-0 draw. And obviously now they can chance to regroup and come out in the second half with a lot better. Whether they change their game plans, I thought it was maybe a bit too many long balls, especially in front of me on the right hand side. Kochi, the right back, playing long balls up front. I thought the service to Urba and Boyanidis was a bit poor, but they got, when Chittadini pushed forward, I think they looked a bit more dangerous towards that last 10-15 minutes. But Olympic, you know, whether that, obviously they had instructions to close down, pick up, and they had quite a good few opportunities, and thanks to Lewis Moss, Olympic could be down at half time.
100%, something not in those stats, the saves by the keepers and 2 great saves by Lewis Moss for Adelaide Olympic. We'll take a break here in the Federation Cup Grand Final here of 2021. We go in all even at half time. Adelaide Olympic 0, Adelaide City 0. We're going to do a little tribute to our producer, Jim Manning, who we have a tradition, Italian tradition, after a month we recognise the passing of a loved one after a month. So just a little thank you to our former producer, Jim Manning. This is to you, mate. Hopefully you're enjoying the game from up there, and we'll be back with the second half shortly.
Why'd you have to leave so soon? Yeah. Why'd you have to go? And why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on. Give me all the strength I need to carry on. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. 'Cause we've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Welcome back to the Velo Football Centre. It is the Federation Cup Grand Final 2021, Adelaide Olympic hosting Adelaide City. And it's all even at half-time, 0-0. Adelaide City, they probably had the better of that first half. Mr. Pepper?
Certainly did. Paul, when you have to line up to go to the men's room,
it's a great crowd.
That's when you know there's a good crowd here tonight.
No, absolutely.
It's fantastic. Great to see.
I don't know if Robbie Detroit is still with us.
He's probably still lining up. Is he in there?
Oh, no, he's there. He's in the middle of the park.
He's there.
So anything different, apart from Chittadini maybe swapping with Penendus, Robbie Detroit, what would you do if you were Georgie Constantopoulos? If you were listening to us, that is. Robbie, Robbie Pepper, I'll ask you that question. Do Olympic have to change much?
I think there were signs in the last 5 minutes that they were, like you said, Chittadini pushed up front, Penendus more in the midfield, looked better. It's still 0-0. I'll give him a silly chance. I've picked it and I'm still hanging on to that. I think Olympic will win today's game, but it's going to be hard.
Wow. And Robbie Detroit, our boundary rider, I know you've checked in with the fourth official. Have there been any changes? He's still not with us, so I know the mic's on.
Volume's still lining up.
Are you there, guys?
Yeah, we're here, mate.
Sorry, no substitutions by either team, so it's the same 11 as the game started.
He was there in the first half as well.
Oh, was he? I thought it was.
Nothing gets past our Mr. Peppercelli.
Who's so much I know.
As Adelaide City now kicking to left of screen in their black and white stripes. If you've just joined us through Facebook Live or YouTube Live, And Adelaide Olympic in the all-blue strip taking the goal to our right. Manidakis has some defending to do. Kicks it just about into the dog track. And that's gone well over the fence. And you could say that's almost a lost ball. So Adelaide Olympic nil, Adelaide City nil. We go to extra time if we can't settle it after 90. And then, of course, the dreaded penalty shootout if they still
So 15 minutes each way?
Offside
obviously.
flag up. Yep, 15 minutes each way.
Doesn't look like any changes.
No changes. Robbie Detroit has confirmed with us, our boundary rider, who
Yes.
checked in with a fourth official.
He did.
Have you got your mic? Have you got your ears on, Rob?
I'm just reiterating, that's all.
You're
I
asking.
like to reiterate.
Maina in the middle of the park has to go back to his keeper. Moss, who's pulled off a couple of good saves in that first half, keeping Adelaide Olympic in the game. Manidakis flies. Gave away some meterage there to Brown.
There's got to be 1,000 people here.
It's a good crowd. Maybe even over 1,000.
So they're pushing the ball around. Olympic in the second half, kicking towards the right of the screen as Adelaide City go into attack through Irabona. He's got the ball. Can he cut it back? He can even shoot. Decides he does a pirouette. Where's he going? Goes backwards.
Too long.
Cleared. Yeah, too long. Should have had a crack or cut it back somehow.
Yeah, let's watch the replay. I mean, hindsight's a beautiful thing. He could have almost shot first time. He laid it
Didn't
back.
go back
That's-
enough.
Yeah, didn't go back enough, but laid it back too late, where Olympic were able to man up from the throw-in. Offside flag up. So relieving free kick now for Olympic. The goalkeeper to take it.
Yeah, just got a message on Facebook. Quite surprised that both keepers are wearing green kits. I think they used to do that in the old days, isn't it, Paul? I don't think they'll bother anymore. Both keepers the same.
It's a good point, Rob.
I don't think they bother anymore.
And I'm sure that might not even be allowed, because if the keeper goes up at the last moment in extra time or whatever, how's that going to work with two keepers in the green strip?
I don't know.
That's right. I'm
Does it
surprised.
matter?
Well, yeah, it would matter.
It would matter.
Switching on the replay, free kick going the way of Adelaide City. Are you there, Rob?
They've got
Yep.
different numbers.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, no worries.
Can you hear us?
Yep, that's perfect.
Good on you, mate. You've got a volume control in your
I just
earbuds,
had the
isn't it?
crowd in one ear too, that's all.
Okay, so from
Asking
the
a
few
few
questions, as they would of the great man who's answered most of them tonight. Free kick again against Adelaide City. So that free kick count racking up as we watch on replay. Irabona, the culprit on this occasion, going into Konstantopoulos. He throws his arms in the air as if to say it wasn't me, like Shaggy.
Goes out to Jason Konstantopoulos, right-hand side, just in front of our commentary position. Goes over the sideline, Orchard. But leaves it for Olympic to take the throw in.
Switching on replay. Free kick conceded 10 Adelaide City, 7 Adelaide Olympic.
So Kochi with the ball. Goes towards Kristen Konstantopoulos. Jason was there as well. Blocker Wilson goes all the way back to his keeper in Moss. Cool, calm Moss gets it out. Left side of the park in the way. Lachlan Bar.
Good ball.
Goes out to Irabona Moss.
He does read
Acts
that
as a
ball.
sweeper, doesn't he?
Yeah, he reads it very well.
Over the sideline, quickly taken. It was going to be quickly taken. Balks.
They're doing that tactic with the free kicks. It looks like they want to try and catch Olympic
So
off guard.
Brown with the throw. Irabona turns well. Still
That
got
should
the
be a
ball.
call. I
No,
thought it was a deflection there.
I think it came off Irabona.
He didn't give up the chase, did he? I don't know if we got that on replay. Here we go. Went back in after that throw-in. Both teams sprightly. Early period of this second half. Almost 5 minutes gone already. Still no score. And while there's no score, it's heads or tails, really. You can dominate. You can have all the possession in the world. But if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, it counts for zilch. So ball on the far side of the ground. Robbie Detroit, our boundary right out there, braving the conditions. But it's not a bad night tonight, if I may say.
No, it's perfect at the moment. So no wind, pitch is in perfect condition. So far, no rain, so I hope that holds out.
So Olympic with the ball, right hand side of the park to Kuchi. Kuchi looks for support, goes to Jason Konstantopoulos. Orchard on his hammer. Gets it out. Good cut back there by Konstantopoulos. Cleared by Adelaide City. Gee, they're going to run into each other about.
It was a knee.
Lachlan Wilson got it back.
It is a back pass. It is a back pass. It came off the knee.
It definitely came off the knee.
What's the yellow card for? Was it a yellow card?
No, I don't think so.
Well, let's watch this on replay. Wilson definitely, it bounced. He let it bounce. Then he kneed it back to the keeper. That's part of the leg. As far as I'm concerned, I think
you can header it back.
You can header it back, but not with a knee. It's part of the leg. That is a free kick.
Indirect, I presume.
You can protest, but it came off the knee. What could he be complaining, Robbie? Is there a rule that it's knee below, maybe below the knee? I think
he was looking at the assistant referee on this side, either side. He's agreed with the decision, but the fourth official's just trying to calm things down because the Olympic player here said it definitely came off the knee. I'll confirm. Well, there's the answer.
What did he say?
Knee to lower leg.
Well, I don't think it was lower leg. It was above the knee.
No, knee below is part of a pass back.
And what about knee above? Because
that hit his thigh.
I reckon it hit his thigh. I reckon George is right. That hit his thigh. Just when you get a moment, I reckon that was above the thigh.
Above the knee.
Above the knee, sorry, you're right, Rob. Yeah, above the knee.
If City score from this, I reckon the Olympic bench is going to go berserk.
Absolutely. It could be the Third World War down there, and you're right in the middle of it too, Robbie, Detroit.
So over the ball is Booker who's going to crack this one, I reckon. Watch it, Booker! Shoots! Gone in! It's gone in! Adelaide City take the lead.
That's
controversially. So if you're talking about above the knee, that shouldn't be a free kick.
Just ask the fourth official, Robbie, if you get a moment, because I can tell you that was above the knee, my friend. And Manny Darkus will do well not to get himself.
He's not going to change his mind now.
He's not, and unfortunately they can't go to a VAR, but here's your free kick on replay. You'll be in Booker over it, but you always knew he was going to take it. Booker, and it went through the wall, took a deflection, that's in. Wow.
People never even saw it.
Well, there's a little bit.
Can we go back to that knee incident, Bomber?
Just
after this.
Georgia's got every right to protest if it's an above the knee. If above the knee is not a back pass, then my goodness, the replay will condemn the referee.
I'll ask the fourth official once.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
So it goes over the sidelines. Adelaide City through Booker have taken the lead. Booker scoring in the 52nd minute mark here at the Velo Football Centre. Certainly deserved the lead.
Yeah, but not that way.
Not that way, correct. It is cleared here by Adelaide City.
And I think George is going in the book, the coach, because anyway.
City got another opportunity here.
They're going to attack. A backheader trying to find Irabona. That was from Ayobi. And that's going to go out for a corner kick.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
So corner kick. So Bombers going back to that incident.
Yeah, watch this. That's missed the bounce. That's the.
Oh, we can't tell.
Well, first impression I thought it was a knee. Pretty sure we got another close up of that. I reckon that was a knee. Anyway.
The other version, I think. You can get a close up.
Yeah. Pretty sure that was above the knee. But anyway.
Well, it's hard for us to tell that.
Yeah. First impression from the corner now. It's high, it's deep, too deep for all players. And that's going to probably go out for a throw into Adelaide City.
When you think about it, if it hits your knee, it'll go there quicker. Which went there quite quick. If it hits your thigh, it wouldn't go there that quick.
That's why I didn't think it went that quick. I'm pretty sure my first
We're all talking about that incident, lads, but just leading up to that, the two central defenders let the ball bounce to enable the striker to get in. It should have been dealt with earlier.
True.
One of them should have taken said, my ball.
Get the ball forward with a header or first time volley out.
That's right. I was even taught don't let it bounce back in the day.
100%.
Back in the 80s, that's probably changed a bit.
Especially when you're playing in goals, Paul.
Well, I was telling my defenders don't let it bounce.
Okay, gotcha.
So Abdia goes to the far side. Manny Darkus, good little flick. Penendus, he's felled. by bar, but referee won't have a bar of it as it's play honours now. Kasumovic gives chase for Adelaide City. Abdia hot on his hammer. Back to J. King Byrne. He's almost filled. Finds Corbo. Short to Bulko. Chance now. Kasumovic on his left. Didn't get the... No, it's in the post though. Chance for Brown. Oh, great save by Moss again. Bonner couldn't put it in. Kasumovic couldn't put it in.
Great defending and goalkeeping.
More lives than a cat.
And a counter-attack here for Olympic. Away they go. Jason Konstantopoulos. Bit of a push there. Up the Olympic with the...
There's more than 1,000 people here tonight.
Game has livened up here.
It's opened up a bit now since that goal scored.
As they go in. Maina loses a ball. Buko chips it. Looking for Kasumovic. And blocker Wilson in the way though.
Might have hurt himself.
Sideline.
He might have hurt himself. Block it. No, he gets back.
He's
tough man, is he?
He's a tough nut.
I think Bob was going to take us back to that. Oh, no.
Was he?
No, I thought he was taking us back to the knee free kick.
On that back pass, is it knee
We'll
down?
just put that down for a moment. Swire gets the ruling. Oh, no, we can hear the referees.
Why not?
Are you there?
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah, the ruling is that it's knee down is confirmed as a back pass.
Wow,
Now,
so knee up is not.
so how the referee interpret that back pass is not the fourth official's.
No, fair
Cool.
enough. No, we just want a clarification on the
Yeah.
rule. As Orchard gets the cut back, not dealt with by Wilson. This can't be a back pass. And it's not, thank goodness. Moss, 3 or 4 imminent goal attempts thwarted by Moss, so still up there for man of the match in my view. As Halliday now goes down the line, Kochi intercepts, Chittadini almost taken out of the plate. Maina through the middle of the park. Manny Darkus into the box, but no one there, Orchard. It's a little bit early for that desperation tactic, and that's out of play. Konstantopoulos couldn't keep it in. What have you got on the Facebook, Rob? Are they going
This is a
berserk?
good point, actually. As a keeper, I wouldn't have picked it up, but maybe the keeper saw it come off the tight, so that's why he picked it up.
The thigh,
and,
yeah.
and he normally does kick it too.
Yeah, 100%, and that's
So
a
I
very
don't know
good
why
point.
he didn't do that.
Who was
He had
that? That was
plenty of
very
time.
intelligent.
Daniel James Oliver.
Wow! Does Moss want to score? Have a look at that kick. That's a good point by Damien, did you say?
Daniel James Oliver.
Daniel, that's a very good point. There's no way on earth he would have picked it up knowing it was below the knee. Wow. Well, this is your talking point of the night.
But he shouldn't have picked it up because he had plenty of time,
Yeah,
in
but-
my opinion, just to stop in case it did happen. 'Cause
Wow,
you know
no,
what I mean?
that's a good point. He would not have picked that up had he thought it was below the knee. Anyway, they can debate it all they like. Unfortunately, the goal stands, and there's no VAR, so the vision may not have been conclusive from the first replay we saw, but I thought initially it was off above the knee. But anyway, Adelaide City on the charge. Kasumovic wins a throw-in deep near their attacking corner flag.
We had no definite that it came off the whatever.
Sorry?
With the replay, we couldn't tell. We
I
couldn't tell
thought
ourselves.
the close-up replay gave us a better picture, but anyway.
The throw-in taken here by Adelaide City. They are leading 1-0. Certainly deserved the lead as well, Adelaide City. They were supreme in the first half. Olympic got all to do at the moment. Thomas Brown got it in. Jai King Byrne goes backwards to Lachlan Barr, goes all the way back to his keeper. Woodland sends it over the halfway line. Abdia heads it. Jason Konstantopoulos tussling there with Corbo. Good work there by Jason Konstantopoulos to Kristen. He tries one. They need just to push it around just to get their game going. In the end, was that an offside flag? Or no, it was
The ball went
throw-in.
out, yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's half an hour. Time's not the enemy yet, Robbie de Troy, so
No,
they
definitely
don't have to
not.
panic and get upset and rattle.
Ample time to get one back.
Yeah. So Orchard from the throw-in for Adelaide City. Adabona couldn't get anything on it. Abdia, Chiweezy's turned it over cheaply. Here's a chance now for Adelaide City. They could put it to bed with 2. Deflected. Kasumovic couldn't, and it's cleared in the end by Abdia, who made the initial error. Corbo for City to Buko. He might try from distance. No, he doesn't. He goes wide to Orchard. He puts it into the hot spot.
Oh,
Kasumovic couldn't. Lays it off for Book. Oh, great save again by Moss. And Maina clears the danger. Wow, Moss, how many goal saves is that? On target saves? I'd make it about 5. Watch this on
that's
replay.
another good save.
Good build up, Orchard to the hot spot. Kasumovic laid it off to Buko, who was lurking. Didn't get the contact he liked, but still that was goal bound.
Yeah.
And Moss had to save it.
They're under the pump at the moment at Olympic. Adelaide City in control at the moment. Headed out though, here they go, Olympic. Right hand side of the park. Jason Konstantopoulos gets it out. Menendez hasn't hardly touched the ball, even Edba.
Actually, I don't think we've
They've
lost
been
up
really
front.
quiet up front, eh?
I don't think we've caught him in the first 16 minutes of the
There.
half.
Goes in, can't get the ball. There's Abdir again with the head, Maina. Switches play, right hand side of the park. Jason Konstantopoulos. You'll have to go backwards. Paul Wilson, big switch, nice switch too.
Oh,
great
good
ball. Good touch. Manidarkis was there. Here they go, Olympic with the ball, but they've come unstuck. You know, they still can get into Maina, but it's missed out. It's come off an Adelaide City player for a throw into Olympic.
Chidadini unhappy with himself. It was a good build-up for Olympic. Anyway, it's still alive. It's in their attacking half. Kochi near the attacking corner flag to take it for Olympic. Cut back into the middle. Halliday deals with it. Itaborna, good turn, great turn. Gee, sliding tackle from behind. Lucky Maina didn't make the challenge. Might get the free kick for advantage, but not given by the referee. So Olympic come again. Searching ball for Konstantopoulos. Maybe too heavy.
It is.
And just goes out of play for a goal kick. So we're
Adelaide
going.
City to make a substitution. Looks like Costa going to come on.
Gee, Maina, lucky didn't take him down on that replay. Gee, Costa to come on. That's not a bad sub to come on. At 1-0 up. Any idea he's coming off, Robbie?
And I reckon it's Nick Bucco, but I could be wrong.
Adelaide City making a change?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a handy substitute to have on the bench to come on, especially if you're 1-0 up as well. Pezos wants to make sure of the result. Itaborna under pressure. Inboard to Boko. Boko now from distance. Goes it. It's the back of Wilson, the blocker, and he blocked it on that occasion and concedes a corner.
It was going.
That was going all right. Watching on replay, Nicholas Boko licking his lips. Bang from distance. 4 corners, Adelaide City, Olympic 2 this game.
Is that Joey Costa coming on?
Yep.
Yeah, it will be, and I think Nick Bucco coming off.
Wow. He's going to take the corner. Nicky, this might be his last action. Jaden, our statistician tonight. He's got the score right. He's got the stats right. You needed him at the Raiders, didn't you?
Who's that?
Jaden.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's funny.
So Adelaide City with a corner kick.
Moss.
Looking for Lachlan. Barr was there. Joy King Byrne sends it in. They cut it back.
Halliday.
Ends up with Halliday. Went up for the corner. Ayobi lost it though. Halliday squares it up. Buko's there, I think.
Yep.
It is Buko. Yep. Does a bit of a dance. Shot.
Oh, another save. He got a touch. Lewis Moss. Great save.
Even if he loses, can you give him?
Of course you can.
Not that we've got anything to give him, but watching on replay,
the votes are
the votes are his, in my view, as Nicholas Bucco angle against him, but that was goal bound. Took it to the byline inside, shot across goal. Moss had to get a mitt on it. That's a corner kick to Adelaide City. Lewis Moss playing an absolute blinder tonight. Approaching 20 minutes gone this second half. It's the Federation Cup Grand Final tonight. Long, deep corner, headed back to the hot spot, but off target. Both these two teams, I suppose the consolation is they are going through the FFA Cup into the FFA Cup final 30. What was it, 1,200?
14. Duncan Crouch. Back passes with parts of the body other than the foot, such as headers, are allowed.
Yeah, but the referee, the fourth official, here's a chance now for Olympic. Konstantopoulos try to chip the keeper. Gee, good chance, guy. Begging by Kristen Konstantopoulos. Had the head gone up a bit early, he would have seen he would have had to put a bit more flight on that.
Maybe he's saying there's a rules.
Well, the referee's assistant told our boundary rider.
Well, that's right.
Below the knee is a back pass. Above the knee is clear.
It is described in Law 12, Section 2.
Hit a corner now. Here's a chance. So you'll be from distance. That's charged down handball. You can't claim handball. That was ball to hand. Jay Kingburn, Corbo, Maina, Corbo, Bulcourt. Bulcourt takes it wide. He'll come back in board. Hit a ball on a Bulcourt. Oh, great save. Oh, Lewis Moss.
Offside.
He wasn't to know that. That's
Yes.
a great save.
What would you take Booker off if you're going to take him off?
He's looking dangerous this last
He's-
5-10
yeah,
minutes,
he's the
hasn't
only
he?
one
He's
that's
getting
got-
involved, creating opportunities.
He could have had a hat-trick by now. If it wasn't
How's
for
Lewis
Moss.
Moss's form just quietly?
Maina with the ball.
And I
Olympic.
reckon, just to butt in, sorry.
Yeah.
I reckon
They're
they've
not gonna
changed
change.
it too.
Yeah.
They've heard you, Rob.
I reckon. What would you change him? Crazy. As Olympic with the ball.
I'll just check that.
Jason Konstantopoulos goes in. He's going to go on his own. He's going to crack it! There's the goal! What a goal there by Jason Konstantopoulos to equalise. No way would I take Booker off. Because if it's 1-1, he can score.
Here's your nomination for goal of the season. It had it been in the regular season. I know it's a cup game. And
He
it doesn't
bent it
count.
like Beckham.
He certainly did, Robbie. Look at this. He had to do it all himself. Konstantopoulos beat 1, beat 2, beat 3 and 4. That's the defender and the keeper. Hit the post, went in. That's a superlative goal. Adelaide Olympic. That's a great response too, just quietly after
You
going
can never write off Olympic.
down to a controversial goal. Now back on even Stevens terms, and it's Olympic 1, Adelaide City 1. Wow, could that just change
I
some
reckon they'll
momentum?
take off Joy.
42's coming off.
Ayobi.
Austin Iobi off.
Yeah, he looked dangerous too.
Yeah, Joseph
Double sub too, lads.
But Joey Costa's a good
And Olympic are making one as well.
Penendis will probably come off, I'd say. Yep. For Samosas. Samosas, of course, a dangerous player to come off the bench.
Two front players coming off.
Well-
Kusumovic as well.
Kasumovic off.
Yeah.
I thought he had a good night.
Yeah,
He had a good game.
absolutely.
Well, dangerous
Worked hard
dangerous
up front.
moves by.
And Olympic are making a double substitution as well.
So Luka Chikawuba is on.
Chickwuba. I don't know where you get the Chicka from. It's
I don't know.
Chickwuba,
I just like to call him
obviously.
Chikawuba.
And Maina off. Who's the second one on there?
Number 44's come
Samosas.
on as Samosas.
Yeah, there you said there's a double sub.
Yeah, and number 11's going to come on. Tito Bontor. And off is number
20.
10, Kochi, the right back.
Ah,
Kuchimama.
well, double change by both coaches.
So what minute mark was that again?
So Kochi's come off on the right-hand side.
67 it was.
The goal?
Yep.
Great strike too.
Oh, Jason. The Konstantopoulos are the champions.
Aren't they just? So Brown now the ball up the line. Costa got his first touch back to Brown. Brown waltzing through the defence. Here's an immediate chance
And that's a
for
corner.
for the fresh legs on the park there. And that was Chickwuba with the first touch of the game, almost putting it in the
Quickly
back of the
taking the
net.
corner kick. Goes out. Jai King-Burn. Momentum is going to go with Olympic, I reckon.
I reckon it's Ian
Adelaide.
Stevens.
Samosas. He knows where the goals are. Goes to Thomas Brown. 1-1 here at Velo Football Centre. What a game.
Absolutely.
What a goal. Oof. Probably the goal of the season. Look at that in the highlights.
There's your free kick on replay. Obvious push in the back by Abdia. So both coaches going to their benches. Double change at the same time.
Another one saying shin, knee or thigh is not considered a back pass. Only foot.
Yeah, that's what the fourth official has told Robbie Detroit. So
Are
can't
you
argue
still
with it.
trying to find that out, Rob? Don't
No,
you believe the
it's-
fourth
no,
official?
it's a Facebook Facebook page are telling me this. I know nothing.
Jai King-Burn puts the ball into the tip of the hot spot. A back
Oh.
heel. Chance for a goal. And it was
that was an opportunity there.
Lachlan Barr there right on the penalty spot. In fact, right on the 6-yard box. And didn't get any connection that he would have liked. And that's gone out of play. So this game up for grabs and both teams going for it. What a grand final we got here at the Federation Cup. South Australian Federation Cup final. Bulko still on the park.
He's been there.
You wouldn't want to take him off. There's a switcher play.
Oh, look at that
Costa!
pass.
Shot.
Well blocked.
Manny Darkus, the defender on that occasion, just clears it, asking a lot of Samosas. Bar back in defence. Halliday, little touch. Corbo.
Adelaide City will be unlucky to lose this game if they do lose it.
Orchard.
They've been supreme.
Chikwuba couldn't control it. Konstantopoulos couldn't either. Chikwuba to Borna. Borna now goes wide. Put Costa under pressure and split the players, and there'll be a Olympic throw-in. Someone's got to lose it, Rob.
Yeah, true. But it's
good response though by Olympic. They could have just dropped their heads, Robbie Detroit, and you know.
Yeah, especially even after Adelaide City sscored, they had another opportunity. Lewis Moss saving, so could have been at least 2-0 down within a couple of minutes.
You're being fair. I reckon 3-1, 3-4-1. Lewis Moss has kept him in the game like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, Booker could have had a hat trick in this game.
These were close to certain goals.
So throw in Adelaide City. It's 1-1 here at Velo Football Centre. Goes in.
Yeah, the crowd, someone in the crowd said accidental, and you almost probably agree with that.
Don't forget today's match, proudly butchered by Osco. Jason Konstantopoulos. What a goal.
Osco have done the Adelaide United change rooms at Playford.
And Eastern United as well, I think I heard.
Yep, they're working on the Eastern United one.
They need to fix their ground, don't they, Eastern United?
I don't know.
A bit of rain and they can never play on it. And our right-hand side.
At least the club rooms would be good.
Can't play on it when it rains, though. Throw in by Adelaide City. Goes in Samosas. We know how good he is, but Adelaide City into attack. Bontor was there. Samosas goes short, goes down. Should be a free kick. Referee right on the spot. Goes to Olympic.
Switching on replay. Yep, that was Ida Bonner getting into the back. Konstantopoulos.
Blocker Wilson. Gets him into attack. Left side of the park. Up went Manidakis. Over his head it goes. Throw into Adelaide City.
So Adelaide City in the defensive half. Far side of the ground. Good crowd tonight. 1,200 strong. And considering the weather forecast for tonight, that's a gutsy effort by the people to come out tonight. Those of you watching through Facebook Live or YouTube Live, well done to you with a pizza and beer in hand, keeping nice and warm. Booker now hacks the ball forward. Chikwuba giving chase. He's got some speed. Moss clears it and clears it to the safety of the line. So 28 minutes gone this second half, just about. Federation Cup Grand Final, it's one apiece. We go to extra time if they can't be separated after 90. And the dreaded penalty shootout if they still can't separate them. Almost a high foot there by Wilson. Referee's given it eventually, just playing some advantage, as you'll probably see on replay. There's your foul. Referee looking at it, about to blow, didn't.
There's about 3 time fouls there. Anyhow, quickly taken here by Adelaide City. Corbo ends up with Jason Konstantopoulos.
That good, these lads.
Wow. Go. He's got pushed over. Could have been a free kick then.
No.
I reckon. Bit of a push off.
He's had a good second half.
He has.
Jason. I think Christian should
looking at that
need to
replay.
get involved in the game more too.
Oh, maybe.
No, that's a bit soft.
And now back to the live play. Orchard. Booker. Push back to Halliday. Goes back to his keeper.
Has Woodlands made a save tonight?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Good
so
touch
either.
there. Olympic have got the ball. Manidakis. This is danger.
Good
Goes
ball.
in. Samosa!
Oh, that should have been a goal.
He should have done better.
Wow.
Great ball by Manidakis.
You just about would have put your house on this one. Going in. Have a look at this on replay.
Yeah, it's a great ball.
Booker kept it into the advantage of Olympic, and Manidakis with that left foot, centimetre perfect. Samosas, open goal. He had to split two
Didn't
defenders.
see where the goals were, maybe.
Wow.
You thought they were more to the right.
No, just skimmed off his noggin, I think, in the dew of the night. That should have been in the back of the net, my friend. But anyway, that's the game of soccer.
Olympic have lifted too since they've equalised.
Absolutely. Good point. Good pickup.
Chittadini, can he get to it? Can't. Did well is Costa. But Olympic have got the ball through Christian Konstantopoulos. This is going to go to Samosas.
They're having a good spell, Olympic.
Goes out to Jason Konstantopoulos. Edipa's done nothing tonight. Watch him score the winner.
You're right, Rob. He's liable to come up and finish.
There's a Booker. He's had a great game. Look at this ball.
Oh, that's a
great
great
ball,
run.
but Lewis Moss
Well, there's another ball, 2 lost balls tonight.
goes over the roof, grandstand, and out for a throw-in.
Gee, for the neutral, this is a great game to be watching at home, even here at the park. And to call it even better, when you got a game of this ilk and calibre. Book Orchard from the throw-in, City in possession, 1 apiece. 31 minutes almost gone this second half. Brown into the box. Chikwuba tried to get ahead on it, but missed it completely.
Goal kick, yep.
And that's a goal kick to Olympic. Take a breath, boys, because 15 minutes to go of this. I wouldn't mind if this went another half an hour after.
Come on.
Half hour less sleep I get tonight.
Didn't you wake up at 4 the other morning?
Yes, I did. I got up at 4:30, by the way. Kick-off time. And now Moss gets it out over the halfway line. It goes, looking for Samosas. Up went Lachlan Barr. Over the sideline it goes. Throw into Olympic. Tito Pontor will take this throw in. Goes short. Jason Constantopoulos. Bontor will go back. No, he doesn't. Plays a bit of a dance. Good ball too. That's a great ball. How did he get that cross?
Exactly right. How did he get that cross? Beautiful.
No one was there. You expect somebody like an Edinburgh to be in there.
Well, Edinburgh went near post when it was back post. If you just watch on replay, Bontor, how did he get that ball there? Edinburgh went near post as he just saw there on replay. No one back post. And another chance gone begging for Olympic, who are having a good spell, Robbie Detroit. Could they steal a win here?
Oh, definitely. And I thought that, like I said just before, they've been on top since they've equalised and had a couple of half chances and so forth. But just you can feel pitch side, the momentum's just changed, and Olympic have just got a bit of a buzz going about them at the moment.
So Olympic down the line they go. Nice touch. It's gone over the sideline actually. So throw into Adelaide City. Brown will take it. Gets it out to Booker.
Oh, that's a foul.
Player goes
That's
down.
a yellow card too. Wow, no card. There hasn't been any yellow cards tonight, but that was worthy of one watching on replay. Late from behind and needless. Any more things you'd like with that? Even George with his hands in the air saying, what are you doing?
So it goes out. Manidakis. It's been good in the second half. That was a great ball a few minutes ago. Samosas should have put it away, but Joey Costa bullocks his way through.
That's a
goes
foul.
down. Another foul.
Didn't have to do it there either.
Abdia
didn't have to do that watching on replay. Joey Costa not really going anywhere, and he's given away a cheap free kick. Costa wanted to take it quickly. Geez, he's going about 10 metres there. Surely that's got to come back. Kingburn goes short to Booker, to Halliday, to Costa, who's felled on the edge of the box. Gee, he's lucky not to give away a free kick there. Olympic
Here's an opportunity.
break. Could it be another controversial coming up as Samosas takes it wide. Samosas needs support, comes back. Bontor goes all the way back to Wilson. Wilson back to Bontor. He's got plenty in the box if he can get it there, Bontor. That's the way it goes, but couldn't beat Halliday, the first man. Chikwuba under the ball. Idabona could get sandwiched or cleaned up, but neither. He's got the pace. Constantopoulos, be careful. He gets pushed a little bit, which opens up for Chikwuba now. Bontor hot on his hammer. Chikwuba takes it to the byline. Bontor, in the end, wins that duel. Lucky because if Idabona got through, that would have been game, set, and match. Here's your foul.
Look dangerous, don't they?
Going back a bit, that was, I thought, lucky Olympic to get away with that.
So a throw in. Or
throw in, I think.
Is it a throw in? Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
By the corner flag. As they go down. Controlling it. Goes in, but it's come unstuck. Chittadini.
He's had a quiet second half, hasn't he, after he had a good end to the first half?
Manidakis. Chittadini. Chittadini again. Likes to run. Steps on it. Goes back to Manidakis. Abdia. So Wilson steps on it. Back to Abdia. It goes. Manidakis. So Olympic getting a few touches. Goes in board. Switches it to Bontor. Peeling for throw in. That was Costa. This is good by Olympic, just pushing around at the moment. Left side to Manidakas. Oh, that was heading straight to Edinburgh.
It was too.
Good interception there by Lachlan Barr.
Well done up there.
Manidakas again, he's dangerous on that left side. Cleared here by Adelaide City, only as far as Bontor. Bontor with the ball. Looks for support, gets it. Samosis. Jason Konstantopoulos, Bontor. Good inclusion in the second half. Wilson switches
Olympic
again.
having a good spell here.
Mm.
Manidakas. He's got Chittadini. Goes on his own. Went too far and gets the free kick.
I reckon he was going down even before that contact. If we watch on replay here, Manidakas came in board. He was sort of already on that way down, and Chick Wilbur just made it easy for the referee to give that foul. Current Federation Cup holders: Olympic 1, Adelaide City, the Challenger 1. This could go either way. You are right, lads. Olympic having a good spell. They've got a free kick in a promising position. As you can see, over 81 gone in the game. So next goal wins, you would imagine, if it comes in normal time. Konstantopoulos puts it to the tip of the 6-yard box. Who's there to meet it? No one. It'll be cleared by Adelaide City. King Byrne with a big clearance. Yeah, this time Bontor does well not to let it bounce. Good control. Comes grandstand side to Konstantopoulos. Orchard in front of him. Beats one, goes down the line to Samosis. Back to Konstantopoulos. He's got his brother in short if he wants him. He takes it anyway. Nice little turn, Kristen. Bontor back to Wilson, and they restart the build.
Goes out to Abdia. Much better by Olympic. Getting more control of the ball. Gee, Edinburgh just can't take a trick tonight. As it goes in. Jason Konstantopoulos. Goes in. It's almost the same position.
Here's the volley.
Goes to Samosis, but in the way, Thomas Brown. Under the pump at the moment, Adelaide City. It's 1-1, just over 82 minutes played on the Green Play Australia scoreboard and time clock.
Manidakas with a throw in, far side of the ground. It's been their last 5 minutes, Olympic. It's been all Olympic as Brown now looks to clear, but he's only got one black and white shirt up front, so he goes backwards. Barr goes long. Chick Wilbur's the lone ranger up there. He gets felled.
Oh, that looked like a foul.
Fair challenge, says the referee, and this time now he stops because it could be a head challenge. What is going on?
Well, that's a free kick.
That's a hamstring to Blocker Wilson. He's holding his hammy there. Did he just pull up lame, or did he get clicked or checked?
He got clipped. If that's not a free kick, that should have been.
Well, let's see if we can pick it up on a replay of some kind. So this is the first one.
Adelaide City that wasn't a substitution too.
The Wilson,
sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. That first one I don't think was a free kick. They were both going for the ball.
Oh, he stopped it before the challenge.
Bulkor's was a free kick against Bulkor.
That's the referee whistled before that challenge. So it'll be a bounce.
I think only for a head knock, because that,
yes,
in my view, wasn't a foul by Blocker Wilson on Chick Wilbur. And a sub to be made by Adelaide City. Now,
would you take what? Still
Nick
take
Bucco coming off.
Oh, it is Bucco coming off. Wow.
And coming on.
He knows how to take penalties.
Nick Harpers.
Wow, Bucco a match winner in his own right. Nicholas Harpers coming on. Might be fitness. It might be he's run out of puff.
Nicholas Harpers, former Olympic, another former Olympic player. There's a few Olympics in Adelaide cities switched around.
The switcheroo. Is there going to be an ironic winner here by one of those said players you just mentioned, Rob? Not sticking it to their previous club, but poetic justice maybe. Bontor beats Harpers, or does he? Harpers did well to get there. He's being held. Almost could have won a free kick. Orchard up the line. There's a bit of holding by Blocker Wilson on Ida Borna. Konstantopoulos now. The Kristen type goes wide. Manidakas be up there in the man of the match.
Yeah, he has, especially the second half.
Run out of line in the end, and that'll be a throw into Adelaide City. So we've played Approaching 40 minutes gone this second half. And the Federation Cup Grand Final, it's still Olympic 1, Adelaide City 1.
Heading towards extra time. There'll be time on after 90 minutes, but then it's still 1-1. It'll be extra time, 15 minutes. Each way. So the throw-in taken.
2 balls on the park.
So it'll be retaken by Thomas Brown. Right-hand side of the park. Ended up being a beautiful night.
Yeah, touch wood. It's not over
Hardly
yet.
no breeze.
Don't say anything, Rob. Don't do a Martin Tyler on us.
Goes out. Good tackle. Adelaide City with the ball. He's a chance. Is that Costa?
Yep. Didn't get
And
the power.
Moss again. Calmly down.
Yeah.
Throws it out and away go Olympic.
Olympic now on the far side. Costa didn't get the connection he would have liked. Chittadini, I think it might be, that's coming back inboard to Wilson. Wilson uses Chittadini again. He goes wide up Dia. Dia further wide to Manny Darkus. Back to Abdia. Now he goes long. Oh, here's a chance for Edba. Edba's onside. He's done nothing, but he scored a goal. Can you believe it? Nothing all night, and he gets possibly the winning goal for Adelaide Olympic. Can you believe that?
Did I say it?
You did say it, Rob.
say it?
And I tell you what.
I said, watch him get the winner.
You're right.
With all due respect, he's been a passenger tonight, and that passenger's just clipped his ticket and probably got the winning goal for Adelaide Olympic. In the 87th minute, mind you. How's the lob? That's a beautiful goal, and I tell you what, this game has just been a seesaw affair all night. And you can't begrudge him this win. Look at this beautiful chip. It bounced perfectly for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, the ball just sat nicely for him to hit that, just over the oncoming keeper.
I could have even scored that.
No, you couldn't have, Rob. You wouldn't have been able to even get to the halfway line.
Easy chip over the keeper.
We would have had to get first aid out to you, just you putting your boots on, please.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know these changes tonight that Pezos has done. I'm not in agreement. I'm sorry.
Well,
I still wouldn't have taken Booker off.
He's down there, not you.
Yeah,
you're up here.
Fair enough.
And I think he's probably won a few more things than you have in your time too. Just quietly, Rob.
It's just my opinion.
No, fair enough. I'm just trying to back the Paul Pezos train.
I love Paul Pezos, but I just feel some of the changes.
Look,
Ayobi and Kazumovic, they played well. I wouldn't have taken them off.
Well, is it poetic justice after that goal, which will be disputed for a while, but it may mean nothing in the end, but Orchard might have something to say for Adelaide City as he tries to get the ball into the hot spot. Harpus got a head on it, comes to Itabona, one way then the other, back to Harpus. Harpus chips it inside to Costa, who goes the volley first time. Optimistic, but just hits the back of the net, but on the outside and on the top.
That was a great ball. Who gave that ball?
Young Nick Harpus put that across, quite good delivery too.
There's Costa with your volley.
No, I'm talking about the goal, guys.
Oh, sorry, Rob.
Who gave that nice ball?
There's every chance it was Manny Darkus because he's
Probably.
been delivering all night perfectly. But
was
a beautifully
great ball.
weighted
All he
ball.
had to do is just touch it over the keeper.
I'm sure it was the defender for Olympic, Abdia.
You could be, actually, I think you're right there.
They put it in across the, sat nicely for Urban.
We'll try and pick up the replay again when the ball goes out.
But you got the replay advantage, so I could be wrong.
That man that just kicked the ball out, he's the one who's really kept Olympic in this game, and all accolades I think should be going to him at the end of the day. Because
almost 89 minutes, so Adelaide City, they should have won this game by miles, to tell you the truth. But as I said Olympic will crawl their way back, and they did. You can't write them off.
I've met 3 times in the Federation Cup final, and Adelaide City have not beaten.
That was my stat.
Olympic.
Remember that?
That's the only thing that you based your tip on, right? And you that you don't like history, it's come to the fore for you. Manu Darkus puts the ball out of play. Adelaide City still
got a chance.
Absolutely. No, it's Chikwuba at the tip of the box being held. Wilson, the culprit, just the corner given. Nothing more than that, in fairness. As we're 30 seconds away from extra time, Robbie's looking for a penalty. Wilson was 6 of one, half dozen of the other,
nothing,
and that's a corner kick, which Orchard is going across to take for Adelaide City.
And there'll be 5 minutes of stoppage time.
Wow, that's generous.
Yeah, keeper stood on his line too with that goal on the Facebook page once again.
No, I think he came out. Keeper came out. He didn't stay on his
No,
line.
yeah, I know, but
From the corner kick, Moss again got a fist on it and a
should have come
telling
out
fist.
quicker.
No, because
Don't
it was
you
near the tip of the 18 yard, and
it was a
he
good
would have.
ball.
Yeah, it was a great ball. It's just everything was perfectly timed for Olympic. You can't blame the keeper for that one little bit. If anything, he could have stayed on his line because he had two defenders near him.
LA City with a corner kick, deep into an attack, and that's gone over the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick.
If you want to be super critical of the goalkeeper, he could have stayed on his line because there were two defenders with Adba.
Oh,
Could have stayed on his.
stay on the
I don't
line.
know if that's
Yeah,
what the Facebook
maybe.
person was
Yeah,
saying,
maybe.
but
Why the keeper was so far out?
well, there you go. Why was he so far
had
out?
defenders next to the
There you
striker.
go. That's what I was saying.
Yep,
So
perfect. Good,
concurring
good
with the.
concurring to Daniel James Oliver. He's actual keeper for Modbury Vista.
So Benny Dale's his coach.
Yep. So, goal kick taken. Lewis Moss can certainly kick him. Good ball, too, straight to Samosas.
That's probably one player they can thank tonight, Lewis Moss.
Yeah, you get my man of the match award. As it goes out right-hand side of the park, Adelaide City. They've got 3 minutes to go, is it? No,
3.5.
3.5 minutes to get back into this game. Leading 1-0, cruising. Olympic have hit hard. Almost goal of the year for Jason Konstantopoulos. And a great ball.
And Foster, but maybe his first meaningful touch, Rob, gets the winner. How would you be? Well, they're the current holders, and they're going to. The cup is staying home.
He missed out 2 years ago due to injury, but he hasn't missed out this season.
That's 3 balls that have gone out of the park, I think. So the kids can clean up tonight if they're on the outside of the park. We're here at the Velo Football Centre, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. It's the Federation Cup Grand Final. Both these two going through to the FFA Cup, Final 32. But they get some beautiful silverware at the end of this as Adba near the corner flag, trying to soak or wind down the clock as now Chittadini on the far side concedes a throw in and Adelaide City to take it. Time the enemy now. We've played 2.5 minutes of extra time. There's only 2.5 to go. From the throw in, Penenda's still out there holding up Costa. Costa goes long, but there's no one up front. Bontor with an interesting header. This time it's a back. Well, this could be a penalty. Be careful. Well, I tell you what, Blocker Wilson better go buy a lottery ticket because I tell you what, on first instinct, I thought that was a bit of holding.
Could have given that.
Let's have a look on replay. This will be very interesting. Costa once again with a long ball forward. Bontor with an interesting attempted clearance. Here's another chance for Samosas. Back to the live play. Keeper comes, doesn't get it. Samosas goes down as if the sniper's got him. Sorry, I wasn't watching that replay because I was watching the live play. Samosas.
Go back to the replay, Bomber.
So while Samosas gets some treatment, we'll go back to that penalty claim for Adelaide City. This is the Samosas free kick, if you like, or penalty claim. Let's have a look if there's anything in this.
Not this one, no.
Yeah, but there's nothing in this. No, he's just the sniper.
What about, with the advantage of the replay you got, what about the LA City one?
This is what we're going to go back and have a look at, if possible. Bomber, our producer. Here we go. This is the ball forward by Costa. Bontor not dealing with it the second time. In board. No penalty.
No,
that was the player colliding with Wilson.
Player ran into him.
Adelaide City player collided into Blocker Wilson, so definitely no penalty. Good call by the
call,
referee.
ref.
Yep.
As it goes left side of the park.
Actually, referee's done well tonight.
Yeah.
He's kept a lid on everything.
As it goes left, Orchard, but Bontor trying to clear it. Approaching 4 minutes, a minute to go.
Olympic want to make a substitution when the ball goes out as well.
He's given his...
Shipping it forward, Harper's keeper comes out.
What's he doing out there?
He's got it. He's got it.
After a superb game, he
still got it.
Thought he was going to give away a penalty then and score the night for him.
Exactly right. He's done everything right.
I think he's going to boot this one out so they can make a change.
Just watching that replay.
Was I right? It's going to come straight to us. Watch it.
Arguments going here on the Olympic bench. Always with the fourth official.
He had a bit of the fumbles there, did Harpers, just on the replay.
Yeah, definitely not a penalty.
My goodness gracious me. Wow. 2-1 Olympic. We've played 5 minutes of extra time.
Have they made the change? No?
Almost 5 minutes, by 10 seconds, by 6 seconds.
I think
It'll probably be about another minute, if that. We've played the 5 now. There's the change. 6 young Constantopoulos, Kristen coming off. Who's gone on?
Jacob Jones.
JJ.
JJ's the man. So Orchard waiting the player to go off.
Wow, what a game. This has been a superb game for the neutral. I know it's probably heart attack stuff for Olympic and Adelaide City supporters, but for the neutral,
Got to go to Lewis Moss after the game.
Oh, absolutely.
What a superb game.
Unfortunately, we can only give him Robbie Detroit's handshake as a prize. But
so Orchard with the throw-in.
Might have to do.
He might get the medal. Is there some sort of medal tonight?
That's a good question.
You think
it
there would
goes
be
out.
from the boat.
Last chance for Adelaide City. Got to get it in quick. Right-hand side of the park. Lachlan Barr switches to Orchard. Orchard goes short.
Turnover.
Goes out to Samosas. He could just take his time.
Well, he could have chipped the keeper, actually.
Samosas.
Oh, there's 3 of them waiting.
Goes out long.
Oh.
There's a back post.
Edba.
Give it to Chittadini. Trying to get it to him.
Oh, Edba.
Edba just has to go to the line. Goes to Manadakis. Still, it's Olympic. Referee's not looking at his watch, is he? It'll go to Corbo.
I wonder why Edba didn't hold it at the corner flag.
Yeah, in the corner there, yeah.
6.5 minutes played. It's a minute and a half of more time. Could be 2 minutes of more time. Goes in, that's it. Harpers can't control it. And it's approaching almost 7 minutes. 2 minutes extra than the 5 minutes allocated.
There was an injury, a couple of injuries, a sub. I don't know if that's worth 2 minutes, but anyway. This will be the last action, you'd imagine. Referee's looked at his watch a couple of times. He's really holding off on blowing that whistle. Edba, Corbo, both under the ball. Edba, Corbo. Edba felled and wins a free kick.
Now it's it.
Now you would think that this is the last action of the game, and Olympic will hold on to that Federation Cup. They are the current
Cup
holders,
yep.
And it's staying home. What do you say, going home? Staying home, isn't it, Robbie?
Yep,
they've got
staying at home. The
Costa not 10 yards, obviously. Penendus chips the ball forward. Chittadini should just hold it there. Chittadini, surely. Tries to, does so. They're not taking it off him. And that's a throw-in, and we've played almost 8 minutes of extra time. Wow. Penendus couldn't keep it in.
That's it.
That's the full-time whistle. And Olympic have won the Federation Cup Grand Final. 2-1 over Adelaide City against the odds, against the controversial goal. And, well, jubilant scenes down there, as you can see on screen.
Blocker Wilson.
George Constantopoulos has done wonders with his side since he's taken over. And there's got to be some jubilation there. Even Stav Parissos said we're the current holders. He was confident before the game, wasn't he, Rob?
So was I.
Oh, lost. Adelaide Olympic victors here tonight at Velo, 2-1. Coming from Edba in the 87th minute.
Jordan Pegueraras reckons Lewis Moss best on ground.
Oh, by a mile.
Mile.
By an absolute mile.
Yeah. Saved everything. Adelaide City, it should have been 3 or 4-0 up.
Olympic, he's done a Donnarumma. He's won them the cup.
Yep.
It's as simple as that, without penalties too. There were 4 certain goals that he saved, and that was just a great effort by Lewis
And they
Moss.
certainly lifted it in that second half, didn't they, Olympic?
Yeah, Robbie
was a
Detroit
slow...
said it after they got that equaliser.
Yep, and they pushed it from there, yeah.
Yeah, they went on with it. And Adelaide City, I wouldn't say rattled, but were out of their rhythm. And Olympic sniffed the blood, and they went in for the kill. And it was a gutsy win because it was the first half dominated by Adelaide City, but they couldn't make it pay on or show on the scoreboard. And Olympic took their chances. In fact, if we have a look at some stats, it'd be interesting to see the goal attempts.
Their back line was supreme, wasn't it, Olympics? Held supreme.
Yeah.
with Blocker Wilson.
Just
and,
have a look at some full-time stats while Robbie tries to get someone.
Yeah.
Talk us through these. We go
So the stats: total shots 5 Olympic, 14. See the dominance there
that's
for
the
Adelaide
goal
City.
attempts, yep.
Total shots on target 4 Olympic, 7 Adelaide City. Corners 2 Olympic. Adelaide City with 7 free kicks conceded, 11 Olympic, 14 Adelaide City. Offsides 5 Adelaide City. Yellow cards none, and no red cards.
Just the interesting part of those stats there, the goal attempts 14-5 by Adelaide City. That shows you the dominance. 7 on target to 4 in favour of Adelaide City again, and I'd say at least 4 of those were saved by Lewis Moss there, the goalkeeper for Olympic, which were really goal-bound. Robbie Detroit, I don't know if you've got anyone out there with some raw emotion that you could have a quick chat with. I've lost Robbie Detroit. Is he out there? His mic's not even on. We've lost Robbie Detroit. They've mugged him.
The Olympic at their home ground here at the Velo Football Centre. Always hard to beat. Never lost faith. 1-0 down. Great goal by Booker. Should have been 2, 3, 4. I reckon Adelaide City, as Paul said, Lewis Moss, supreme in goals. Certainly saved the night for them.
Robbie
they
Detroit,
came home strong at the end.
Are you out there, mate? I can't even see you. You all right? Yeah, I can see you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you as well.
Okay, I was just trying to grab someone, but they were just waiting for the celebrations before I interrupted, that's all.
So a great win by Olympic Federation Cup winners. They're off into the round 32 as well with Adelaide City as well.
Well,
I think Adelaide City, who have they got? They've got the winner of Perth Glory. And who ended up second bottom as well?
I think you're cutting in and out, Robbie Detroit. Just check your mic, mate, because I haven't got the lights here for you, mate. I don't think your mic's on, Robbie.
So they go to play. Who Adelaide City playing again? The winner of Perth Glory.
What's going on with that? Okay, you're on now, mate. Just give us a test, mate, to make sure.
Are you there?
Yep.
I'm just waiting.
Come a bit closer to us if you like.
So did you get the draw, Paul?
What draw?
The round of 32.
No.
So Adelaide City are playing. Melbourne Victory. So the winner of Perth Glory and Melbourne Victory play off against each other. They meet Adelaide City here at home. And Olympic have drawn a Western Australian
Down to you, Robbie, if you like.
team.
Are you there?
Yeah.
I've got Fausto, the captain of Adelaide Olympic.
Come a bit closer to us, mate.
Yeah, come forward. Fausto, I could say Italian.
No, you're cutting in and out, mate. You better come back. I've got to check out that microphone, mate. There's something going amiss with that. No, you're off, mate. I can see. Just come back up here, Robbie, and we'll fix that up.
Got it. It's back on.
All right, you're back on. Let's see. No, there's something not connecting properly. It's weird.
You'll have to get them. So celebrations, Football South Australia, Federation Cup, winners Olympic 2-1 over Adelaide City here at the Velo Football Centre. Great game tonight. Super goal by Adelaide City's Nicholas Booker in the 52nd minute mark. Jason Constantopoulos put in a beauty too. That's a great left-footed in-swinger goal. He put in the back of the net, and the winner went to Fausto Erba, the captain of Olympic, to make it 2-1. So great result, great win by Olympic. Commiserations to Adelaide City. Certainly put up a great fight tonight. Players that play well. Adelaide City, their back line was supreme as well. Matt Halliday, captain, and also Lachlan Barr had a great game tonight, but just not good enough in the end to get the trophy tonight.
What do you say if you're Paul Pesos after a dominant display like that, but walk away with nothing, my friend?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, once again, I'll go back to those subs.
You don't know if I would have
taken. I don't know if I would have taken those players up front I would have gone more for the midfielders to take off. I wouldn't have taken Booker off anyhow. I know he's a midfielder. Maybe more towards Corbo and Jai Burn King maybe. And they were playing well too. Anyhow.
So we'll just go with the presentations first up, and then Robbie can have a chat to Fausto Edba. Did well, the referee tonight, Daniel Goodwin. Kept the lid on it, made the right decisions. We'll still probably go back and have a look at that back pass potential, but, you know, it's not going to really matter now, is it? It's all history.
I might just, sorry to interrupt,
yeah, go.
I might just wait till the celebrations are done, do you think?
Yeah, we'll wait till the presentations are made.
Being him being captain too, he'll be get called upon.
Yeah.
Well, you can have a chat with the staff maybe behind there.
So as a former recent coach, Robbie DeTroyer, how does Paul Pezos digest this? They did nothing wrong, really.
No, they from the outset of the game, they were very good, well organised, structured. They pressed quite well. Just unfortunately, that's the way football is. You can have as much possession as one. But I thought Olympic after half-time came out as the better side, and probably a game of two halves. And
especially when they scored.
And lifted when they scored, and created a few opportunities. But let's not forget Lewis's Moss's game too. Adelaide City could have had this home and hose by half-time too. So they'd be disappointed after tonight. But come Saturday, they go again. They lose out on some silverware, and now they go to chase it for the league and wait for the next round of the FFA Cup.
So Adelaide City being presented runners-up medals.
So when's that played, the FFA Cup, Robbie, do you know?
I'm sure it's
really
is it August the 28th off the top of my head?
So Adelaide City going to wait for the winner of Melbourne, Victory and Perth.
Correct. And Olympic do travel to Perth.
Yes, exactly. And Adelaide United, they got an Adelaide A team, didn't they?
No, they've got a WA team as well, I believe. They are off to Perth as well.
Yeah. I thought they got an A-League
a state league team from Perth.
Yep.
You're pretty optimistic that you reckon you're going to get someone after the celebrations, after they get their medal, they're going to go crazy on that stage.
No, you're spot on, but the only thing, if I grab someone now, is while the...
you could just go in there and see how George is feeling. George Constantopoulos, the coach?
I did actually.
Did
before
he tell you where to go?
No, he gave me a kiss, but he said he doesn't want to be interviewed or anything. Do you know what I mean? So.
He gave you a kiss. He doesn't want to be interviewed, but he gave you a kiss.
Yeah.
I'll kiss you, but I won't be interviewed.
You're going to have a chat with Lewis Moss after he gets his medal.
Even now,
he's
mate.
the first one.
Is it? Yep.
As a goalkeeper, he'd be the first one, wouldn't he?
Yeah, fair enough. Actually, when he comes off after getting the medal, you can get him on the other side of the
screen.
Gee, I'll have to put the microphone right further. I'll need a ladder.
Oh, easy.
You're not that short.
This will be interesting.
Oh, Lewis Moss. Right.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
By a mile.
By a mile. And just being very humble in his acceptance of this medal. But blimey, son, you've played the game of your life. I mean, we haven't seen every game of Olympic or Lewis Moss, but I've got to say, this was the game of your life, in my view. Not only did it get your club some silverware, but, mate, it could have been over by half-time. And it was because of that man there that, I say, Olympic will be holding up that cup.
Now you can grab him after this.
Yeah. Locker Wilson, of course.
He made the move from Para Hills, I think. He went to last season to Olympic.
It's a good back line. Plenty of height there. Always going to be hard to fill that gap after Halliday left. There you go, Robbie. Now's your chance, mate. It's now or never.
He's all right.
So, Robbie.
He's coming.
Yeah, there we go. All over to you, mate.
Are you there, boys?
Yep.
Just quickly, I've got the man of the match, Lewis Moss, with me now at the moment. Lou, we thought your game tonight was exceptional, straight from kickoff, on a personal basis. How did you feel you went?
Not too bad. I don't want to blow smoke up my own, you know what, but it was one of my better games for the season. So I just thought if we could keep him in it, we're a chance because we've got some firepower up there. So pretty happy with it.
You're fantastic. From the outset, we thought Adelaide City were the better team in the first half, but Olympic come second half, especially when you scored, you took control. Did you feel the same?
To be fair, yeah, they were killing us. We just had to get to half-time, regroup, and we knew we had some players coming off the bench. We took their best punch and came back and fought to the end, and that's what it came down to, fighting to the end. So
I reckon there were a few punches there.
Any questions from you guys that you'd like to ask Lou?
The goal you conceded. The goal that you conceded, did it come off the knee or off the
below the
thigh?
knee or above the knee?
I was waiting for that.
What?
Ask him that one.
Go above the knee or below the knee?
From what I know, that if it comes off their thigh, that's not a pass back.
Okay.
Ask him, that's the reason why he picked it up.
From us, but whatever.
I've got to let him go, boys. He's waiting. They're waiting for him.
Yeah, I don't think he would have picked it up if he thought it was below the knee. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
I mean,
I don't think a lot of people would have picked that up actually with that ruling.
No one. Yeah, but he saw it come off above the knee. That's why he picked it up. That's my personal view. And I'm sure that's Lewis's what he thought. He would not have picked that up had he thought that was below the knee.
Special mention to George Kotzendopoulos, guys, because he took over in very hard circumstances.
Sad circumstances.
Sad circumstances. The previous coach sadly passed away, and he's taken over and he's done a great job with the boys.
Can't believe he won't talk to you, mate. We want to see the George Michael lookalike from the 80s. Tell him the boys want to speak to the George Michael lookalike from the 80s.
Shall we get him?
Get in there, Robbie. Come on. You're in there in the rain and the hail and the thing. Get in there.
Hang on.
Put your arm around him and just start talking to him. Okay, hang on. Get in there. Once they start the celebrations, you're not going to see them for dust. Although they're going to make their presentation to the coach.
Yep. You won't get him now.
Yeah, you will. He's telling the boys to go up there to take it. Shy George.
Why wouldn't he go up there as well? I mean, he's done a fantastic job with the boys.
He's humble. He just wants to be the background.
It's virtually a whole new team too.
Yeah, he's done a great job in the trying circumstances that he took over, or that he had to take up the reins, should I say. Not take over. That was a...
Captain Erba lifts up the trophy. The president, Stav Parissos. Where's George? George doesn't want to go up there, does he? He's towards the right.
He's talking to the refs.
Now you can get him.
Get him, Robbie. He's talking to the refs. Go on.
You guys are killing me tonight.
Killing
me,
Curtis already had enough.
Just tell him I want to talk to him, and I won't take no for an answer. There are your celebrations on screen. The 2021 Federation Cup winners. Just go to him. Don't point to him, Robbie. Just get in there with the mic. That's it.
Yeah, come on.
Put your arm around him.
Are you there?
Yeah.
I've got him. I've got the great George Konstantopoulos. He's a bit modest and shy, but Georgie, that's a great win for the club. Considering the circumstances from how even you took over with the past and so forth, the club now with that result tonight, we realise you were part of the FFA Cup already, but add some silverware now. Great result.
Yeah, it is a great result. It's a great result considering what we went through. It's been a difficult start and difficult for everybody. You all know the story anyway. So, look, this is fantastic. This is great. This is great going back to back for the club. The club was really wanting this, so our focus was really hard on this. It's taken a toll on us because we haven't got the depth, and we play 6 games in 28 days. So it's taken a toll on the weekends in the league sort of things. But we know now we got a chance to recoup, recover, and let's take the training sessions correct. Let's get the weekend games now of the league. That's important to me, because that's really taken a toll on us. To recover, it's been difficult. We just can't get over the line. We're dominating games, we just can't get over the line. So they just showed character. It just showed character. I love this boy. I love this boy.
You better give him a big kiss, I'd say.
No, I won't kiss Georgie. Just from the
Good on you.
From the outset, the kick-off tonight, we thought from the outside Adelaide City looked a bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
Do you know
Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to tell you now, right? Paul is a great mate of mine. And I know Paul, we've been great mates. We're coaching-wise, we know each other well. I clearly knew Paul will come out and really put the press, play like that. Win the balls, they won the second balls, they won the midfield, they had us, right? If we could sustain that, and we did, in the second half we went in, we knew we were going to do some huge changes and movements, which turned it. And we knew exactly what we were going to do, and it turned. And we knew how we needed to bring Jason on the right side. We knew that what was going to happen there. We knew we'd bring our left back inverted wing and bring the left back on high. Yeah. We brought the back three as a three back. So we had all that done. It was just a matter with weathering that storm, and we were lucky we did. And you know what? It really took a toll on us when that back pass, because it's sort of like a what the, as you know. Even though they should have scored, that was like, would Lewis pick up a ball like that? Right. End of the day, football, Adelaide City, great side. I just won the cup.
He's answered 5 of my questions in one.
Just a quick one for George. Yep. Has he seen Lewis Moss play a better game? I mean, is he going to get a pay rise?
One last question from the boys. Yeah. Have you seen Lewis Moss play a better game for the club since
Let me tell you about Lewis, mate. He's a legend, mate. And he's a legend. He's the best player I've ever. He's a legend.
There you go. I had to let him go.
No, you did good work there, Robbie.
I got a kiss. I got everything out of it. How's that?
I was actually wanting him to kiss Lewis Moss, thanking him for getting him that cup. I didn't want him to kiss you.
I've never been kissed by a Greek. I can go home tonight and say I've been kissed.
Like it was only a kiss.
Well done. Good job there, Robbie Detroit.
There they are on screen, the Federation Cup Grand Final winners. Adelaide Olympic victors 2-1 over Adelaide City. The hot favourite, well, I wouldn't say hot favourites, they're $1.90, but Olympic were $2.90, so the bookies kept them safe. It wasn't going to be a runaway win because the history, as Rob mentioned, Adelaide City have never beaten Adelaide Olympic in a Federation Cup final.
Should we get the president? Or that's
Why not? Yeah, go on. Have a quick chat with Stav, who's holding his back. Tell him he's too young to hold his back.
Lads, I got Stav Perissos, the Olympic president. Stav, considering the circumstances, that result tonight, the club, fantastic. You must feel so proud.
Oh, amazing. And back to back. I mean, some people might have been surprised in 2019. Look, we had our struggles, like everybody knows. Unfortunately, we lost our first team coach tragically in the beginning of the year. And Adelaide City lost a patron of theirs in Pepe. You know, someone's looking over us tonight. I'm not the most superstitious person in the world, but my God, it's got me believing now. It's got me. Pavlo, for you, brother.
Good on you.
Okay, guys, that's fantastic. Now you're in the FFA Cup, obviously away to Perth. Do you know actually what date that is, Steph?
Yeah, 11th of August we're playing over in Perth. So it's a Wednesday night. Yeah, I think we're the first in the first round of teams playing. So, you know, we'll travel over there and try to make the state proud now.
Will you leave the day before or leave game day?
We don't know. From what we've been told so far, it's up to Football Australia. Because of COVID and so on, that it's out of our hands when we travel, you know, and where we're accommodated as well. They're managing all of that, so we don't know. It'll be the day before or early on the morning of the game. We don't know.
Lads, and I know, just to go on this from Stav, I know personally, you know, he's got involved with a club that was almost, I wouldn't say down and out, but he's changed the club, the culture, and results like this tonight do him and reward him for his work. So, Stav, on behalf of the broadcasting, congratulations. Something that I couldn't do at Olympic, but fantastic.
we nearly got there with you, didn't we? Grand final, lost to Metro, but you know, a lot of things have changed since that was 17 years ago, mate. A long time ago, and you know, we're doing it for this generation now, setting a standard. We just want to make the state proud now, just like we want to do our supporters and all our past players and everyone. It's a journey.
Well done. Congratulations. Thanks, and good luck in the FFA Cup.
It is a journey. Well done, Stav. It is a journey. Life is a journey, and some people leave us along this journey. And there's a lot of passion in that man, and a lot of passion in this club. And
passion in the coach, passion all over.
Robbie Detroit, well done, mate. That was good in the end. We had to get you in a little bit where he was a bit tentative, but we got him there in the end. How did you see it overall? I mean, Pezos, what does he take out of this? Because he's got to be scratching his head thinking, how did we lose that game?
And it would have been good, actually, to grab Paul and ask a few questions to him from a losing perspective. But
Probably now's not the time.
No, that's right. But, you know, as I said previously, you just got to move forward now and concentrate on the league. They're in the FFA Cup. Give it a shot. Do what Stav said. Do the club and the state proud. And can't dwell on it. Tomorrow's another day. And he'll be looking forward to Saturday.
Not forgetting, guys, Friday night we've got a match of the round. Comets versus
Raiders.
Adelaide Raiders, Croatia.
Oh.
Boys, it's been a great night. Robbie Detroit.
You're coming down there?
No, Paul doesn't want me there.
Look, he's throwing me under the bus. It's not about that. It's where the weather conditions are going to be horrific. And I don't think we should put anyone who volunteers to come to do what Robbie does under that.
Come.
Well, it's not fair.
Rob, you can come.
Do you want to stand out there in the rain? 30 mil they're
you can
expecting.
sit in the grandstand with us.
Anyway, we'll talk about that later. We hope you enjoyed it through Facebook Live, through YouTube Live, the Federation Cup Grand Final.
Can I ask you?
Yes, sir.
That song you're playing.
Yeah.
Who's Paul Wilson?
Paul Blocker Wilson.
Is he the singer?
Ask him after.
Is that the singer?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
He's Paul Wilson too.
Yeah.
Another blocker.
Okay.
That's funny.
He breaks my line of thought. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did from the entire LSA team. Robbie Detroit, thank you very much for coming out on a Wednesday night.
Thanks for having me.
Boundary Rider. Jaden Betterman, our statistician this evening. Great work, of course. The two boys upstairs, young Pete and Chappie, ever reliable. Paul Bombardietti keeping it all together, and the 1 month memory of Jim this game and broadcast was dedicated to. From your commentators, Paul Pellizzari and Rob Peppicelli, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time. Final score, Adelaide Olympic running out Federation Cup Grand Final winners, 2-1 over Adelaide City.
West Yorkshire comes the mad two and our years of torture. From the darkness we're rising to our feet. Well, Leeds United, England's elite. Marcelo